Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, really gonna rise to the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. Glad that you could make it. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Cobalt Dale, and we are about to do the Liquidators Expedition 14 playthrough series. Hopefully you guys are here and you guys haven't seen too much of the expedition so far. I'm going to try and get through it, and hopefully you guys can see a little bit of what I have learned from my little experience. We're going to start a new playthrough series. So if you guys are ready, don't forget to kick back, grab your snacks, grab your drinks, throw your feet up, and let's get this started. And don't forget to smash that like button if you like seeing the content. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. This way you get notified every time I go live or I drop a new video. I appreciate y'all sitting here and going through this with me. Hopefully we can get through the first phase, maybe the second phase tonight. So let's get this started. We're going to start a fresh save. We're going to take off and do a little bit of play here. I got a few saves here myself, so we're going to get started on a few of these. So we're going to open this up. We're going to start a new game. And as you guys can see here, we got normal play, relax play. We got custom play where you can make everything basically the way you want it, change all the rules, change everything that's going on. The relaxed mode is like an easy mode. Normal mode is normal. It's self-explanatory. We've got creative mode where everything is free, so you can build to your heart's content, explore without any hostiles or dangers or worries. And in survival mode, it's survival. Everything is much harder to deal with, gathering materials and everything else. And as you guys can see here, we got Expedition 14 Liquidators. The vile brood spread their corruption across the universe. Join the Liquidators expedition and purge the rot from the stars. And we've got 6 weeks left in the expedition. So let's try and get through quite a bit of it. Some people, it's taken them only a few hours to get the expedition done. I like to be a little thorough, so let's get with it. Hopefully this don't take too long to load in. I know I got a few things I'm going to show you guys before we start off running through the galaxy, killing bugs. So hopefully you guys bear with me. And if you know any tips or tricks or comments, throw them up there in chat for me, please, so I can keep up with you guys. And we'll see if we can't work it out. I know a lot of people have been having a problem looking for the apex predator. I do know that. I've seen quite a few videos on people talking about they can't find it. I've seen it in Discord chat, the whole 9 yards. I will show you guys where I found it. It's pretty easy. It was easily overlooked. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully you guys are having a great start to your weekend. This is my second live stream this week. I usually stream every Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Here we go. So if you guys want to catch me, show up on Tuesday evenings. That's when I stream the most. And here we go.
Commencing Atlas system suit initialization.
Oh, what is that? Check that out. That big all-seeing eye in the sky. That's pretty serious, right? Oh, that is so cool. Look at that. Flying islands, too. Oh, this is so amazing. The world's update. Let me tell you, I spent about 15 minutes earlier today checking out the planets and stuff. I started my own homeworld in the Eisentam Galaxy. It's a nice solar system. I do have a Discord. The link to my Discord is in the description of the video. So if you guys want to join my Discord, don't forget to do that too. Look at that. We got ourselves an alien Sentinel multi-tool. Cool. All right. Look at that. That's our little character right there, our little tune. So what the first thing we want to do, because it tells us where our starship is, the best thing you can do is start moving your technology and stuff around first. The first thing I want to do is move my jetpack around. This way I get that set up the way I want it. This is our life support. We're going to take our hazard protection and put that together. And then we'll take our shields and put those down here. As you can see, we got quite a bit for life support set up so far. So we got a few extra slots. We got a few extra things. We need to gather up some cobalt for batteries, dihydrogen for life gels, not to mention a bunch of carbon, a bunch of ferrite. Our starship is damaged, as you guys can see. We need to get some dihydrogen crystals. We need to get some pure ferrite. We need to make a hermetic seal and metal plating as well to get that going. And we got ourselves, look at this. This is beautiful. This is a decent weapon right here. So we got ourselves a scatter blaster with a paralysis mortar. Perfect. Let's move this over here. We're going to get this straightened out. Check that out. It's this way. We've got some pretty serious damage going on. Look at that. 3993, 4147. That's pretty decent for a scatter blaster to start off with. Let's get our scanner over there. I like to put this stuff off to the side a little bit. Let's move this down here. We don't have anything for our paralysis mortar. Let's go into our inventory one more time to see if we can make plasma. We can make unstable plasma for our paralysis mortar. That'll be perfect. I love that. Hi, Cobalt Wifey. Thank you for watching the stream. I appreciate it. Thank you. Love you bunches. We need to get a few things. Look, we can make antimatter, warp cells. We need to find ourselves a cave. So the first thing I want to do is start scanning some of these plants. We'll get some of these plants taken care of right away. This way we can start gathering. Whoops. start gathering up some copper. Or carbon, I should say, some copper. We need to pick up some copper as well. I forgot to say that. Let's scan a few of these animals, these little critters. What do we got over there? We got floating crystals. Let's take a look around. Scan every plant. Start scanning a bunch of stuff. I know there's steps in the expedition. Sorry, I should go through this with you guys so you can follow along and see what I got going. We need to locate our starship first. Then we need to leave the planet. That means we need to fix our starship. And I noticed that most of the quest lines are pretty easy. Biological horrors, those things come from whispering eggs and things like that around buildings. So we need to be really careful. We need to warp to a new system, reach the first drop zone and purge the site to complete the first phase. The second phase, we need to reach a second drop zone, purge the site. We need to eliminate 32 sentinels, boys and girls. That's a lot. So shooting all them sentinels, all those 32 sentinels, we should be able to shoot 1,800 rounds of ammunition at any given time. And we need to crush a vile grub. But in order to pick up a vile grub, we need hazmat gauntlets. And I believe somewhere in here, we get hazmat gauntlets as a reward. And that's what we need to do, is get those things given to us so we can start doing some of the extra quests. But the biggest thing on this planet right now that we need to do is to gather up as many resources as possible. Let's scan the rocks. Come on. Here we go. There's little plants in the way. If we can get some of these rocks scanned, that'll help us out so we can gather maybe some extra resources. Get this rock. We need to get at least 500 ferrite. That'll get us started for the journey ahead, because once we get off this planet, we should be going into a pretty serious or hazardous environment. So we want to make sure we have enough materials to get us going. Look, there's a bird. Got to scan every creature that you see flying by or going by. There's a building up there. We don't want to go there. We need to find ourselves a cave too. As you can see, there's a humming sack. So what I like to do is we go into camera mode and then we zoom up in the sky just like this. This way it gives us an aerial view of the region around us. Oh, look at there. There's an entrance to a cave right there, boys and girls. So we can go down in there and get ourselves some cobalt and some sodium and things like that. So that's what we're going to do. There's a building somewhere up there on top of that hill. We're not going to go there. Our ship is down there. You can see it from here. What is that, a cargo hauler? So once we get down there to our starship, then we'll fix it. But for right now, what we're going to do is gather up a little bit of ferrite while we're here. There's a bunch of rocks. We want to get a bunch of carbon. A lot of ferrite dust, because we're going to need to make a personal refiner, and we're going to have to find some oh, that's pure ferrite. We can't gather that. Ooh, what's going on here? Something with the internet, I think. We got some bad weather in the area, boys and girls. So if we're having any problems, you guys let me know in the chat. Darkside Taco, welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. I'm so glad to see you here. Beautiful. I love having people show up to the stream. How is your weekend going? Are you enjoying yourself this weekend? I hope you are. We're just getting started with a fresh walkthrough series of the Liquidators expedition. If you haven't seen it yet, oh, look at there. We got dangerous flora hiding in the bushes. So let's get a few of these things taken care of, because I need to gather up some oxygen. So let's take care of this little hazardous flora right here. And we're going to come over here and start grabbing all the oxygen we can. Ouch. That's twice it hit us. We got to take care of this thing. There we go. Do a little scan. Gather up as much resources as we possibly can on this first planet. Nice. I like to learn a couple words. This way it helps us out later in the game. You don't actually have to learn any words. That's not part of the deal with this expedition. It's not part of the curriculum, I should say. We're gathering up enough carbon. There's a lot of big plants around here. What I'm looking for is these small rocks so we can gather up enough ferrite. Once we get enough rock together, our ferrite, we'll be jumping down into the our blaster's out of material, or out of carbon. Just cleaning this weekend. Gave him a honey-do list. Hopefully it wasn't too long so he can have a little bit of a break this weekend too. Jeez. Poor guy. He's probably sitting in the garage sweating to death. Yeah, I get honey-do lists often too, so. I know this is a perfect the first planet. I love the grass. I love the color. It's blue. All right, let's pick up some oxygen here. We got a little bit more oxygen. We need to get quite a bit. Now, that's the second time I've been hit by one of them little snap-it plants. So the Venus flytrap ones, I call them snap-its. These ones that pop like this, I call them poppets. And then the tentacle ones, I call them whippets. I got snap-its, poppets, and whippets. But we're trying to gather up just a little bit of material here. Gather up some more oxygen, because that's going to help us in the long run. There we go. So we need lots of oxygen. That'll help us getting along. I tried the playthrough earlier for about 15-20 minutes or whatever. I've seen quite a bit of how it's going in the game, and it seems like a pretty clean cut expedition. Shouldn't take us too long to get through it. I should have scanned those. There's a whippet right there. Those things are everywhere. I'm just trying to gather up some more ferrite. Once we get that done, then we'll head into the cave, and we'll start getting some cobalt so we can make some hazard protection, because I believe that's what we're going to need, is a lot of hazard protection and a lot of life support to run this quest line, or this expedition, I should say. All right, there's a few more rocks right down here. Now you can, right away in the beginning of this, is to run straight to your ship and start working on it from there. But I choose not to. I like to make sure I got a few supplies gathered up before I get to my ship. There's some dihydrogen right there as well. So this is perfect. This is working out pretty good. And if you guys can, try to keep your laser beam hot as long as you possibly can while it's going on a full charge to mine resources. This way, it overheated. That sucked. Don't do what Dale does. Epic fails by Cobalt Dale. You saw it here first, folks. But if you keep it going, we can get a lot of resources a lot faster if your mining beam gets hot. When it starts turning red, and don't let it overheat, as you see up in the top right corner, we got that little bar. Every time we shoot, that little white bar goes up. If you can keep that towards the left side of that little bar, and it gets into the red zone, keep kind of like fingering the trigger to keep it hot, it will mine a lot more resources, and it'll mine a lot faster as well. Okay, we got ourselves quite a bit of ferrite, I do believe. Yeah, we got 1,500 ferrite, 1,200 oxygen, 1,500 carbon. We need a little bit more dihydrogen, but we need to get back up over this way where that cave was. That's what I want to do, is hit that cave, because we're going to start making some things while we're in the cave, and I'd like to have a few resources gathered up. So let's get some of this dihydrogen once we get this cleaned up. Your younger kiddos have been helping you with the expedition, so it's taking 4 days. Oh, I'm sorry. Nobody helps me. I got to figure it out all on my own. You're lucky you got kids around to tell you how to do it, right? Okay. Now I saw the entrance to a cave over this way somewhere. Where is it? There it is. Right over there. Is that it? There it is. Here we go. So we're going to jump down in this cave and look at this. These plants down here in this cave, these are loaded with carbon. And then, you know, you got your little marrow bulb plants. These little marrow bulb plants help you with sodium for your hazard protection. Not to mention, we need cobalt. Cobalt and ferrite dust help you make hazard protection batteries in your suit. So let's scan a few more things here. Here we go. Watch out for hazardous flora. Oh my goodness. We don't have hazmat gauntlets yet, so we have to shoot these things. And that's the only way to get rid of them. Once we get the hazmat gauntlets, then we can run up and pick them up by hand. And then we don't have to worry about it. But it helps you get sodium, and it helps you get oxygen as well. So, like I said, if you guys keep your gun, your multi-tool hot. Oh, I did it again. Epic fails by Cobalt Dale. You guys saw it first. If you can keep your multi-tool beam going for quite some time on a full charge, here, let's do this. We're going to recharge our gun because we got plenty of carbon plants here. We can pick up quite a bit of carbon. I like to get up on an angle like this, and then once I start shooting and let that beam get hot, I'll start mowing through these plants. But if we can keep our beam going and harvest 900 resources at one time without letting our beam get overheated and stop, we will get a reward for that in one of the other phases. Not in the first phase, but pretty close to the first phase. I think it's phase 3 or phase 4 that it has it in it. But if we can mine up just enough resources, we'll be okay. As you can see, we got quite a few carbon plants in here. Oh, I did it again. Epic fails by Cobalt Dale. So sad. I get so excited. All right, let's start mining some cobalt. That usually works pretty good for me, mining cobalt and getting some other stuff along with it. There we go. The fat of the land. We harvested 900 resources, boys and girls. As long as you get that laser beam hot and don't let it overheat, it should work out pretty good for us. Check that out. And you can mine up everything. It doesn't matter. You don't have to pick one resource to do all this, which is pretty nice. We don't need that. We need cobalt. In your younger days? What do you mean younger days? What is that? My wifey loves watching me play video games too. She's always asking me when I'm going to play again. I think it's so it gives her an excuse so she could play her little games on her tablet. Yeah, we know. There's always a trick to it. But we're going to mine up a bunch of cobalt in here, boys and girls, just so we can make some batteries in for our hazard protection, our exo suit. We're gathering up a few extra resources as well. See, we get silver out of here. So we'll hit a few of these as well. All right, and while you're down here in these caves, don't ever think that you can't grab anything. Come down here and grab these albion pearls. These are money. If you look at it like this, before we leave this solar system, we need to get 5. Uh-oh. Where is that plant at? I don't even see it. We're gonna have to shoot it. He's giving us some toxic poisoning. Ow! There we go. We killed ourselves 16 hazardous flora, just like that, boys and girls. See, so it pays to shoot the hazardous flora as well. So we're clearing little steps along the way, little bits and pieces of the phases. So let's go into our expedition and see what we've got. So in phase 3, look, we've already completed 2 sections in phase 3. Our reward for this one is component crafting blueprints. And we get salvage data 30 and 8 inventory slots. Oh, that's perfect. And with this one, we get a supreme defensive systems upgrade, powerful underwater oxygen upgrade as well. So we get some swimming gear and we get some building parts. Cool. So we can make microprocessors ourselves. That's nice. So let's do this. I don't like these holes in my inventory, so we're going to hit a couple of these out of the way. So those are pretty much set. And we can square up our exosuit a little bit. There we go. I like to have it a little bit square, you know. Perfect. Yeah, PC. I play on PC. My wifey bought me this wonderful rig that I'm using to stream right now. She got it for me for Christmas. It's kind of a conjoined Christmas and birthday present. And it's one of the greatest things I think I've ever gotten for my birthday. My wife has actually helped me out quite a bit and encouraged me to do streaming. And she says I'm good. I like to think I'm all right. I'm not the greatest. But we get it done. We get videos produced. Whether people watch them or not, that's a different story. Hopefully they enjoy watching my videos. I don't know. If you guys didn't know, I do throw the link of my other playthrough series that I've been doing. I'm doing a survival playthrough series, which I took a pause this weekend so we could do a live stream of the expedition. But after the expedition is completed, I will pick up my survival series once again. I know I keep putting that off and putting it on pause because all these updates and expeditions keep coming out. But what can I say? Got to get them done, you know? And why not do an extra live stream a night? All right, so now we're going to have to make ourselves a portable refiner, boys and girls. So let's do that. We need to make a metal plating and we got plenty of oxygen. So let's go in here and we're going to make, let's see, 5 metal plating just to start off because we need that extra material as it is. We got ourselves a couple geodes. We'll open those up and see what kind of extra stuff we got. We got plenty of cobalt. We got plenty of ferrite. So the first thing I want to do is make 15 batteries. Once those batteries are done, then we shouldn't have to worry too much for too long. We got some ionized cobalt, which is okay. But now we got that metal plating made. Let's do this. We're going to make ourselves a portable refiner. We'll drop that down, open it up, go in here, throw a little bit of carbon. We don't have any condensed carbon yet. We're going to have to get some of that. We're definitely going to need some condensed carbon before we leave the planet so we can make some warp fuel. Sin's Arcade. If you guys haven't checked out a great content creator, I was watching Sin earlier today do his expedition playthrough. What an awesome playthrough it is. But if you guys haven't checked out Sin's Arcade, check out his channel. After the stream, I will throw his link in the description of the video. This way you guys can go to his channel and check him out too. He's a great content creator as well as Darkside Taco. I see some of the content they put out as well. But we got that in there. Let's find ourselves some ferrite dust. What we need to do with the ferrite dust is we need to make 50 pure ferrite for our starship. So I'm going to mark this down to 50. If you guys didn't know, these buttons help you choose up and down. So we're going to make 50 pure ferrite for our pulse engine. So we'll get that started. We got a couple other things in our inventory. We picked up some marrow bulb. That's sodium. We're going to take that and refine that as well. This way we got a little bit of sodium for our hazard protection, but I'm going to refine it into sodium nitrate, which is a double refined process. So we're taking marrow bulb and that makes sodium. Once it's done making sodium, we'll pick this up and put it back in here. And once it's in here, as you see this little number right here, it says 1-to-1 ratio for the marrow bulb to make sodium. Once we put the sodium in here, it will be a 2-to-1 ratio to make sodium nitrate. So 2 sodium will make 1 sodium nitrate, if you guys didn't know that recipe. Oh, no worry. I mean, hey, Sin, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you showed up. I hope you start feeling better, man. I know I hate feeling like crap too. I know it's the weather or something. I haven't felt well for the last few days either. I've been struggling with that. There we go, boys and girls. We got our... What is going on there? Why is that in there like that? That wasn't supposed to do that. That's a bug in the game. Now watch, we put that sodium in there and a 2-to-1 ratio to make sodium nitrate. So it takes up a little bit of space, a little less space in our inventory. We got our pure ferrite. We need to make ourselves a hermetic seal. In order to make a hermetic seal, we gotta have condensed carbon, boys and girls. That's why I mined up a bunch of these plants here in the cave. This way we can get some condensed carbon. I'll refine a little bit of that and show you guys how to make that as well. If you can't find condensed carbon, the little crystals all over the planet. So I like to pick up the condensed carbon whenever I see them. But if I don't have it, I just get a bunch of extra carbon, and that's what we do with it. Check this out. Let's go into our backpack. We'll come down to the carbon. We're going to take, 700 carbon. That'll be enough. Now look, it says 2-to-1 ratio, so 2 carbon makes 1 condensed carbon. So whatever carbon you guys pick up, if you're shooting trees or plants or whatever and collecting all that carbon, just remember it takes 2 carbon to make 1 condensed carbon, and condensed carbon is used with everything, like making warp fuel. It's used for upgrades in your technologies, that kind of thing. So make sure you have quite a bit of condensed carbon, especially when you're flying through the galaxy and you need that warp fuel. You need a lot of condensed carbon. Arthritis? What's that, Sin? I've never heard of that. What is that strange word? Back pain? Nobody ever gets back pain. I feel you. Don't worry. Be happy. If you need somebody to talk to, Sin, I'm here to talk to you. You can always hit me up in Discord or whatever. You know that. I'm around 24 hours a day, except between 5 a.m. and noon. I gotta sleep sometime. Us old dudes, we don't have anxiety. We don't have stress. We don't have arthritis. We don't have back pain. That stuff's for young kids, not us old geezers. Right? Okay, we got ourselves some condensed carbon. So let's move this down here. We got carbon, oxygen, and condensed carbon. Now we need to make ourselves a hermetic seal. That will be for our starship. There we go. So we got that ready for our starship. We've got ferrite. We'll throw that down here. We got our pure ferrite. So we'll throw that there. Another material. We'll pick up the refiner now that we're done here. The other thing we have... Oh, do we have it? There we go. We got ourselves a terrain manipulator. Now you see up there in the top right corner, if I hit the button to switch it, we can switch it to create the flatten mode. That's what we want. While we're in this cave, make sure you got all the resources you wanted out of this cave. We're going to take this flatten tool and we're going to start mining all the silicate powder out of here. This helps us with our mining tools, so we have a fuel for it. Not to mention, it helps if you start building a base and you need windows. Silica powder makes glass if you use that in your refiner. But I just want to pick up just a little bit. As you can see, we're mining pretty quickly with this flattened terrain manipulator. Look at that. Over there in the top right, we got 800 silica powder already. We need about maybe 1,000. That should be plenty of silica powder. And you will see, we always mine outside the hill too. I usually go deeper in the ground. So if you ever need to get yourself some quick silica powder, that's the quickest way to do it. All right, we got ourselves a little bit of dihydrogen. We'll throw that right there. We got ourselves some cobalt for our hazard protection batteries. We got a little bit of ionized cobalt for upgrades later. We've got regular sodium, and we've got sodium nitrate. That'll help us with other things later in the game. So let's move a little bit of this around. I'm trying to organize our inventory just a little bit, boys, girls. We're going to get rid of that. Take this. We'll throw this over here. This way we got our batteries over on that side, so it's out of the way. Perfect. We need bullets. We're going to need lots and lots of bullets, boys and girls, just so you guys know. Start off with a good stack, probably 5,000 or more bullets. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Sin. I really am. I know a lot of people suffer from anxiety, and that's just from the stresses of the world. I know that all too well. I deal with a little bit of anxiety myself. Okay, boys, girls, the first thing we need to do now is find ourselves a copper deposit. There is one right there. Let's go hit that copper. We're going to mine up some copper. This is all stuff we need before we take off from this planet. And copper is one of those important things we need to mine. These are all the resources we're getting together before we leave this planet so we can fix our starship, because we're going to have to install a warp drive into our starship before we leave. So these are all the resources, and I'm showing you guys how to gather them up as quickly as possible. If you guys didn't know, with your mining beam, your terrain manipulator like this, there's a small bulb, a big bulb, and a medium-sized bulb. The big bulb is the one that mines the fastest. Look, it blows a big hole, but it gathers very little resources. The medium-sized bulb mines pretty quick, but it mines up about 50-50 with the mining. But if you got the small bulb, it mines pretty quick, or mines pretty slow, I should say, and it gathers the most resources. So when you're using the small bulb on like copper deposits, magnetized ferrite, cobalt, sodium, those kinds of deposits, use the small bulb so you get more resources, but it takes you a little bit longer, which is okay. Now, if you have a certain amount you need to get, use a medium bulb or use a small bulb. All that silica powder that we just picked up, that's why I got this. I got that so we can do this mining with this thing, because I knew we're going to need it in the future, and this way I don't have to sit and mine up holes everywhere as we go along, mining up certain things and materials and resources. So what do you guys think of the new Worlds update? Are you guys enjoying the Worlds update? What do you think of that? I love it. The water effects, oh, that is the most amazing thing I have seen in any video game when it comes to water. Now, I played like games like Sea of Thieves or Warships, that kind of thing, and the water in those games doesn't even come close. Even like in Final Fantasy or anything like that, I have never seen water that looks that good in the game. Even like Call of Duty, I don't play Call of Duty, but I watch a lot of people play the game, and the water does not look like that. Not to mention some of these paradise planets like this one we're on. It's not really a paradise planet because it gets cold on it. It just stays the similar temperature all the time, but it's a nice planet. It's a peaceful planet, I should say. So you guys enjoying the stream? I mean the World's update, I should say, not the stream. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Jeez. If not, I know you guys won't be here, right? But I thank you guys for tuning in and watching me and showing me a little bit of support. I appreciate all the support you guys have given me since I started. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you very much. And it's exciting to see you guys show up in my stream. You could be in anybody else's stream, but you chose mine, and I appreciate that. And that's gratitude. I tell you what, I thank you very much. If it wasn't for you guys, I probably wouldn't be gone this far. I barely get videos recorded sometimes. This streaming stuff is not easy, and anybody that thinks it's easy, think again. There is such a learning curve because, you know, most people don't even stop to think about when you're watching a TV program, how much work goes into that TV program. And that's basically what we're doing, is doing some broadcasting. We gotta edit. We gotta, okay, there's our ship over there. Okay, boys and girls, this is what I'm gonna do. I didn't even realize it happened until I just seen that person over there. We're gonna go into settings. I wanna show you guys this, into our network settings, right? And we're gonna show you the settings that I choose. During the expedition, I like to turn the multiplayer off because people like to come in and take resources and goodies that you could possibly get and not have to search all over the planet for. So I turn my multiplayer off. No one's going to be able to join my group unless I invite them. Voice chat can be enabled. Text chat can be enabled. PvP with no one, make sure that's off. Base parts, no one can add base parts to my base. I don't want anybody deleting base parts from my base. Your ship marker, that's up to you. I choose not to show anyone, well, I'll show anyone my ship marker, but I don't show my on foot marker, so they're not stalking me. You never know. Edit base terrain. You know what? After 72 hours of real life time, see, I like people when they see like a data technology thing in your base, I like to get that thing. So if that isn't on, edit the base terrain, you can't dig down in the dirt and get that. So I turn that on. But this here, this is the least most talked about setting in the entire game that nobody talks about. Everybody talks about allow PvP. You know, you don't want to get shot. You don't want to get killed. None of that stuff. But this right here, if I go to your base and I see that you have a runaway mold base and you guys don't have this setting turned on to anyone, I can't use your refiner to refine that runaway mold into nanites. I can't access your nutrient processor. I can't access your antimatter reactor. This turns on everything, but you can turn it on to your group and friends so you and your friends can do it or whatever, but I turn it on for anyone. You want to come look at my base and see what I got going on in there, and you want to take some of my plans and refine them or whatever you want to do with my refiners, I'll let you use it. I'm not scared. I know all that stuff comes back. All those materials to be given back to you. Not to mention, if the two of you are in the same instance, that person's not going to take your plants or your resources from you. You'll be able to get those resources back within a couple moments anyways. So please turn this one on. The more of you guys that can express this out to the rest of the general public about turning the base refiner on for anyone, I would appreciate that as much as possible, please. This is a public service announcement. Like those things even exist anymore, right? But I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me to tell you about that, because I like checking out people's bases. Don't get me wrong. In the game, I love looking at people's bases to see what kind of stuff they're building, and maybe I can build that stuff too. So, yeah. But I like going, you know, if I hit a copper mine, you got a copper mine built, right? You're mining copper, and I take a little bit of that copper to help me make chromatic metal. I can't even use my own refiner at your base. So at least let me use yours. Otherwise, I have to travel 300 units away from your base just to use a refiner. And I think that's just selfish. If you don't want somebody to use your refiner, why not? You're not using it, right? You're not there the whole time. If you're there the whole time and you're using it, I understand why you have your base refiner turned on. You can't let somebody else use it. But seriously, turn on the base refiner so other people can use them too. That changed back, what was it? The Adrift expedition. I think they changed that setting. Or no, it was Orbital. Orbital update is when they changed that setting. And that's when they changed the allow PvP. See, Jason Plays, he cried about that. He wanted that changed so much. He got it. Don't tell me that Sean Murray doesn't watch everybody's videos. If your video is going viral, Sean Murray watches it, and they make adjustments in the game. Okay, there's our ship over there, boys and girls. I'm gonna let you know, be warned, as soon as you jump down here and you get close to that save beacon right there, biological horrors are gonna jump out of the ground and they're gonna start attacking you. So make sure you got bullets, make sure your weapon is loaded, and make sure you got stuff for your paralysis mortar too. That paralysis mortar will save your life. Check this out. So once you come over here, as soon as you hit this save beacon, use your paralysis mortar so you can paralyze all the creatures right here next to you, and that helps you complete a step in phase 3 or phase 4. So check this out. Watch. Wait a second. Where are they? Now I feel like a fool. I just sat here and told you guys that, and it didn't happen. What's going on? Okay, that was a little weird. Things are bugging out in the game, boys and girls. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Not to mention, you want nanites? Take these things as well. So this is what I'm going to do, boys and girls. We're going to do this right. We're going to start off early because we have to kill the monstrosities that come out when we take these eggs. So bear with me here. There we go. Paralyzed them. And start running. We'll get around the corner here and we'll pick up a couple more eggs. Gather up as many of these eggs because these get you nanites, boys and girls. These things right here are worth a lot of money and worth a lot of nanites. I just keep running around in circles around the building, picking up the eggs as much as I can, and try to be careful because these things will kill you. Never stand still too long because they lock onto you when you're standing still. So I just keep my feet moving a little bit. Try not to get cornered by these guys. And if it gets too serious for you and you can't get away, do run inside the building. That'll save your life. Ouch, that hurt. There we go. We got 13 whispering eggs, boys and girls. Check that out. Let's keep moving. We got a few more around this building. This grass kind of covers them up so you can't really see them, but that's okay. We'll get a few of these. There we go. Use the paralysis mortar. Get them eggs. Don't worry about them getting you. If it gets too hectic, you can always, like I said, run inside the building. Jump inside your starship. Those things will save you. Because they can't get you inside your starship. Look at them. They're getting mad. I just shoot 1 or 2 eggs and keep moving. That's all you got to do. Look at there. There's another egg. We should get quite a few of these this time. None there. None there. We almost got them, boys and girls. We almost got all the eggs wrapped up. Look, there's none there either. This is what I do. I just keep running around in circles till I make sure I got them all. Once they're all gathered up, the biological horrors will disappear. They'll all go back into their little hiding hole or whatever it is. There we go. I noticed the game's bugging just a little bit. I think that's all of them, boys and girls. We're going to run inside the building real fast, and we'll let all them biological horrors. We do need to kill a few. That's the truth. I forgot about that. That's another step in the quest. Ooh, get off me. They sneak up on you pretty quick. There we go. We're getting a few of these things. We need to get, I think it's like 20 or 30 of these bad boys. I like using the paralysis mortars so they can't hit you. But just make sure, like I said, when you start this thing off, make sure you have enough ammunition. There we go, boys, girls. Look at there. All guns blazing. So we completed like 4 of the steps. Pete Gromoff, welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you're here. To group and friends, right? Everybody does that. They changed that setting a while ago, so nobody is allowed to use your refiner at your base. Even like this portable refiner, right? You throw this thing out and you take off in your starship and you leave and you forget it there, and I come running up on it, I can't use it. Why? Because you got it turned off and I can't use that thing. That is the most frustrating thing I've ever seen. And you wouldn't believe how many refiners I have seen left everywhere. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to come in here real quick. We got ourselves 21 larval cores. And a stack of 10 larval cores gives you 500 nanites, boys and girls. Look at that. So every time you land at a building, or an abandoned building, pick those whispering eggs up. I know they're a little tough. You can run inside the building after picking up 1 egg. You don't have to get them all like I did. Just keep running around in a circle or whatever. I try to. I'm not that good. Sometimes I get hit, kind of take me out sometimes. I have died trying to get those whispering eggs. But look at there. We got ourselves 1,050 nanites just from gathering up those 21 eggs, boys and girls. And that's pretty good. Check this out. Now we got this rancid flesh. Save at least 5 to 10 of those. The mordite, you don't have to keep that. You can get rid of it. It's money if you want it, but I don't do anything with it. So let's pick up our portable refiner. This is our starship. Let's jump in. There we go. All units alert. Liquidator command broadcast as follows. Glorious Liquidators, your vanguard heroes have located a vile infestation spreading in this sector. All local cleanup units are hereby considered activated. The Vanguard have tracked and marked the infestation sites. Report for duty at your nearest rendezvous point immediately. The Liquidators have called me, and I will answer. I will do my part. So now we get to fix our starship, boys and girls. But what I want to do first is go into third person view, because I can't fly my ship in first person for some reason. I crash into mountains and everything. But once you jump out of your starship, it makes a hard save point. So now we can come into our tabs up here. As you can see up here at the top, it tells you which tab to be in and what button to use to switch back and forth. I play with an Xbox controller on PC because I love using the controller. I'm so used to playing on Xbox that now that I'm playing on PC, that's what I use all the time. So don't think that I can't play on PC. I do. I just choose not to. Okay, so we got our pulse engine. We need to fix that. That's why we made that hermetic seal and that metal plating earlier while we were in the cave. Now we got those things made. That technology is repaired, and we can set that over here out of the way. And we got our launch thruster. See that? I made that 50 pure ferrite, and I picked up that dihydrogen jelly out of one of those boxes over there by the save beacon, that waypoint. So we got that, and that fixes our starship, so now we can take off from the planet. I like to move things around a little bit. This way it gives a little bit of space in our technology. Just like our multi-tool, I move that stuff around. We don't need any more paralysis mortar charges right yet, but we'll recharge our terrain manipulator. I like to do all this before I take off while I'm sitting in my ship, because the next place you land, be warned, them monstrosities that popped out of the ground while we were shooting these whispering eggs, those monstrosities pop out at every waypoint in the game from this point on. I have seen that, and just be warned. I like to come in the building, grab up all the goodie boxes and stuff before we take off. This way, if there's anything like microprocessors, because we need 5 of those, boys and girls, before we get out of the solar system. Let's run through the building, grab up what we can while we're in here. Have you guys played the Expedition yet? How about you, Pete? You played the Expedition yet, or is this your first time watching it, or do you even play No Man's Sky? I know Darkside Taco does. Even Sins Arcade plays No Man's Sky, because I watched his stream earlier today. And it was actually a pretty good stream. He was moving along pretty well. I really enjoy watching the No Man's Sky community because everybody is so friendly with each other and they help each other out. So if you got any questions and you're new here, ask away inside the chat. And somebody will answer your question. If I can't answer it, I know other people that will. User identified. Terminal now active. Unlocking data log for analyses. It looked like a wound on the world, crimson and ragged edged, like something that once lived, but was then torn asunder. I should have stayed away. Had I the senses to taste the air of this planet, I imagine it would have reeked with some kind of alien fetor, but nothing could stall my curiosity. Was it dead? Where I touched it, the surface was moist and yielding. It seemed to become motile then, crawling on a mat of slow cilia, moving from me. I should have left it alone. I discover something coded deep inside the long dead traveler's data log. Something has been left that will aid me on my own journey. And there we go, boys and girls. We picked up some nanites. I'm going to go into our expedition log now, since we got a couple things taken care of. In our first phase, we made it to our starship. So we get unstable plasma, 5 unstable plasma, a supreme defensive systems upgrade. So we're going to collect that reward. That'll help us out. Perfect. Look at that. Come on. And we got an S-class module. Check it out. We'll go into our suit. Look, now we got ourselves a shield module. So now our shields are jacked up, so we're doing pretty good with our shields. Perfect. I'm going to take that and leave that right there. Let's go back into our expedition log now, and let's see. We need to leave the planet. That's going to happen. Let's collect our reward for exterminating the biological horrors. That's some green things that jumped out of the ground and started attacking us. We just killed 16 of those things. So we get a Supreme Scatter Blaster upgrade and a Shell Greaser Plants. So that will help us upgrade our Scatter Blaster, our weapon. Perfect. So we got that. Let's go into our exosuit and we'll install that Supreme Scatter Blaster upgrade right now. Here we go. Let's move the greaser out of the way. We got the blueprint for this, but we already own one, so we don't need to make another one. So let's move this one over here, and then we'll take this one here. I like to take either the highest ranked one that we have or the lowest ranked one and put it in between the two other ones. This way it gives us a higher stat, but this way it's kind of set the way it is. Watch the damage over in the top right corner. It says 5287. Look at that. 5483. I like to move these things around to see where the best spot is for those to give me the highest peak damage. I'll even take these and move them around sometimes to see if that makes any difference. Look at there, 5483. So any way you set these three up, they're already there. But this one on the outside makes a difference on where you set it. Now if I get another upgrade for this Scatter Blaster, I'll put it up here and make it look like an arrow, an arrowhead. This way you get the most maximum damage. And I learned that watching a video from Zane's World. If you guys know Zane, Zane's the mathematician and the numbers cruncher when it comes to No Man's Sky. He's the leading authority on adjacency bonuses. As you see, all these technologies are lit up when they're sitting next to each other, but if I take this one and move it away, look at that. That outline around this little module goes away. That means it's not getting an adjacency bonus, and it's like a 5 to a 15% boost to the damage to the ones that are attached next to it. So just so you guys know that, I don't know if you do or not. I know there's some new players here, I'm sure, that are watching. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you haven't done it yet, don't forget to hit that like button. You'll probably hear me preach that periodically throughout the stream. Pay no attention to it if you already have. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you. All right, now we go to phase 3. We got a reward down here. This is the Provocateur, and this is for stealing all those eggs that we picked up outside. So we get a nutrient processor, a whispering omelet, and 3 planetary charts. Cool. So we'll collect that. And as you see, we're cruising right along, making before we've even left the planet, we've picked up quite a few rewards. I'm going to take this. We're going to switch this around. We need to refine this copper into chromatic metal. So let's go outside over by our starship again. We're going to drop the refiner down on the ground. Oh, too close to the starship. Remember that. You can't build it right next to it for some reason. Let's put some carbon up in here. We'll get ourselves our copper. Where's that at? We'll go into our backpack. There it is. Our copper. And it takes 2 copper to make 1 chromatic metal. So we're only going to get 363 chromatic metal out of that. So we're going to start that. Let's go into our inventory. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, we've already got a nutrient processor, boys and girls. So check this out. Every time you kill one of those monstrosities, or you kill a bug or whatever, open this nutrient processor up and take all the meat and the food that you got and throw that into your nutrient processor, so that opens up space inside your suit, so you're only carrying one thing instead of 50 things. Okay, and then later on in the game I'll show you guys what to do with the rancid flesh. That's all we need, is just that little bit. So we'll pick this up, put that back in our inventory, and as you see in our inventory, we've already made some room. So we need 4 more microprocessors. Now, I don't know if we can make those, can we? Yes, we can. What do we need? Chromatic metal and carbon nanotubes. So we need to make some carbon nanotubes, boys and girls. We're going to make 4 of those. That's why we picked up all that extra carbon in the cave here on the planet. This way we can make some carbon nanotubes, make some condensed carbon for making warp fuel and that kind of thing. So we need lots of carbon, lots of ferrite, lots of dihydrogen, so we can make dihydrogen jellies. We'll make a few of those too, because that's life support, boys and girls. We'll make 5 of those. That's 200 dihydrogen right there, and that used up all our dihydrogen. But look, we're going to make some life support gels so we don't die. At least that's what I don't want to do. Perfect, we got that. We got this. Let's move a little bit of this stuff around. We're going to need a few things. We'll throw the microprocessor into our starship with the metal plating. Look, we've already got 30 salvage data. Use those things to help build your base. Otherwise, take them and sell them at a galactic trade terminal, preferably up in the space station to a trade pilot. Those guys will not damage the economy when you're selling stuff. Here we go. We'll throw that into our starship as well. So we're making a little bit of room. Sorry, organizing a little bit. There we go. Now we got ourselves chromatic metal, boys and girls. Throw that in our exosuit. We'll pick up our refiner. Everything we got now should be ready. Whoops, where'd that go? Let's switch this around a little bit. Take this, move this down over here so that's out of the way. Now we can make 4 microprocessors that we need for our warp engine once we get it. There we go. We'll throw that into our starship. And that should be good for now. Rearrange a little bit here, sorry. Okay, let's get off this planet, boys and girls. Let's go up into space. Now you could fly around, check out the waypoints and things on the planet, because we need to get 6 waypoints before the end of the expedition. Once we get to the end of the expedition, all those points are going to have to be cleared. But I was watching Sin today, struggling to find the apex predator, and nobody seems to do this. And it doesn't tell you, they don't tell you where it's at. You have to find it on your own by scanning creatures all over the place. I'm going to come over here real fast. We're going to mine a few asteroids up, because the asteroids give you tritium, which is pulse engine fuel that you're going to need for your starship. So I like to pick up a few of these things. But be aware, when you start mining asteroids in the asteroid field, some jackowitz likes to come in with his starship and start mining asteroids in front of you for some reason. As you can see, he's just flying around trying to get in your way, so you shoot him. If you shoot him, then he's going to attack you, and you don't want to do that. So be careful. Don't just sit there and hold down the fire button and go crazy with it, you know? At least I don't. I try to be at least somewhat stealthy about it. As you can see, he will follow you around. Ooh, look at that. See, there's that big thing. Check it out. That's that abyssal horror that you saw through the clouds on the planet when you first came in. Look at it. You can't shoot it. You can't blow it up. You can't do nothing with it. He'll get you too if you're not careful. Whew, that's a scary little thing. Okay, we got ourselves a little bit of tritium. That's our fuel for our ship, for our pulse engine. But what I want to do is I want to find the ocean on this planet. As soon as we can find the big ocean on this planet, boys and girls, then we can find our apex predator that's here too. I'm not quite sure where the ocean is. We're too close to it, so I can't really see it. So let's get a little bit farther out. Yeah, that was an exotic starship. Yeah, it was. Look at that. We're on the wrong side of the planet. Believe it, boys and girls. So what I want to do is I'm going to go into camera mode. We're going to put the sun right here behind us. This is how I check a planet. This way you can see the surface of the planet and where everything is. See, now you can see where the ocean is and where the land is. I'm going to fly down to the ocean and hit a little island, and then we'll find our apex predator, boys and girls. There we go. Because this is where our apex predator is. It's on your very first planet. So if most people do like they're supposed to do and scan all the creatures before they leave, you will get your nanite bonus. Not to mention you will find your apex predator. So we're completing a lot of the steps and different phases before we even leave the first solar system. There we go. We'll land here. Look at that water. It's so crystal clear and serene. Perfect, right? All right, we're gonna jump in the water right here. We jumped out, we made that hard save, so if we die or anything, it'll be okay. Start scanning everything because you want to make money. I know you're not going to get much at this stage of the game because we haven't collected enough. Yeah, the first planet. The first planet's got an apex predator as soon as the fish and stuff starts showing up. Yeah, it's a big, I don't know, salamander looking thing. Yeah, that's the hostile fish here on this planet. You just gotta wait for them to show up. It's a rare creature, but they do show up on this planet. Be aware when you're swimming under the ocean, boys and girls, that you will run out of oxygen and you will drown. So these little white plants, if you guys haven't seen these yet, these little kelp sack things, these give you oxygen underneath the water. Watch my hazard protection over there on the left side. That shows my water. Once I grab one of these, it replenishes my oxygen. This here is another thing that we need to get in a phase. These little alluring specimens. Be careful because this is a creature that will attack you. If you grab these little glowing globules or whatever they are, a fish will jump out and you got to shoot 3 of these things. So watch. There's one of them. We got one. See, we need to get 3 more of those, boys and girls. That fish come jumping out at us. Yeah, they're pretty scary. They make a lot of noise. But let's take a look around. You see, we chased off all the fish too with all that shooting. But I do notice that since it's Friday, it seems to be a little busy or something. The game seems to be bugging. Let's swim back up to the surface, get ourselves a little bit of oxygen. We're gonna drown if we don't. There we go. We're back up on the surface. Give it a couple minutes. Usually these things will take a little bit to show up, this apex predator, but it is here in this planet. This is where it's at. This is where I found it. And a great content creator, I was watching one of his videos, showed me where to find this. His name is Captain Steve. There, right there. There it is, boys and girls. That's your apex predator. There it is, right here on this planet. You see that fish? Here, let me get down under the water so you can see it. Get off the screen. There it is. That's what it looks like right there. We'll go into camera mode. Boop. So you guys can see this. This is your apex predator. It's on your very first planet. This is the hardest thing that everybody's struggling with through this expedition. It's on the very first planet. So there you go. You saw it here first, folks. Cobalt Dale. Now we can get off this planet. Get back to our ship. Otherwise, you can swim around in the ocean and look for more of those alluring specimens. But you can find those in any ocean on any planet. And I mean, there's one over there. We'll get those. But yeah, you find your apex predator on your first planet. And see, most people fly all the way into the third phase, not even realizing that they missed that creature. Somebody marked on one of the planets that there's a 12.0 apex predator on a planet in a cave. It is not there. I guarantee you it's not there, because I've heard a lot of people complaining about it and they couldn't find it. Okay, let's take a look around real fast. I want to find, there we go, a submerged relic real fast. We're close to that one, but I want to come over here to this submerged relic. If you guys didn't know this, if you pick these up, look at my oxygen's running low. So we're going to drown if we don't get back to the surface, but there's all kinds of things down here that you can collect. Look, there's the kelp sack, but this submerged relic replenishes your oxygen as well, boys and girls. So you could collect that, which gives you a Hadal core, and those Hadal cores are refined into nanites. So if you collect enough stuff underneath the water, you will, there we go. Make sure we're reloaded. We're ready to go. Let's pick this little globule again. Get ready. Here it comes. Nope, it didn't happen. Uh-oh. Let's see. Do another one. These things are scary sometimes. Don't know which one it is. Come on, it's got to give it to me, right? There it is. Boom, there's two, boys and girls. We need to get one more of those bad boys before we leave this planet. That was the second one. I know there's got to be another one around here somewhere. There's a Hadal core. We'll pick that up again. The submerged relics. These things really give you your nanites. This is the easiest and the quickest way to make nanites if you really don't want to struggle or fight anything. That's what those are for. Need to charge our health there. Let's see if we could find one more of those things. There it is, right over there. See it? There's 3. We found our apex predator, as you see him swimming there. And then we'll come over here real fast and get this last alluring specimen. If you find one down in a cave, do not get it. Because if you find these alluring specimens in a cave, when that fish comes out, it will be stuck underneath the dirt and you can't get it. You literally will not be able to get it. So let's make sure. Oh. There we go, boys and girls. There's the blood in the waters bit. We finished that. So now let's get back up to the surface, to our starship, and we'll collect our reward. So we finished pretty much everything we needed right here on this planet. Perfect. Now we could start attacking sentinels here, but I'm not going to do that until we get our look. See, we got 8 Hadal cores, boys and girls, since we were collecting those little globules off those alluring specimens. That's what that is. They give you Hadal cores, if you guys didn't know that. So we're going to throw out our refiner again. Throw a little bit more fuel in it. We got a few seconds. We're just getting everything together before we leave this first system, because once we leave the first system, all we're going to be doing is killing a lot of stuff. So let's get these Hadal cores into our refiner. Check that out. 1 Hadal core makes 50 nanites. There's 8 of them. We get 400 nanites. So if we'd had a stack of 10, that's 500 nanites, boys and girls. That's pretty cool, right? The same as whispering eggs. Hadal cores are easier. You don't have to fight with the monstrosities. So that's a bonus. Let's see if we got anything else in our inventory to recycle here. We didn't pick up anything else, so we're good with that. All right, we're gonna jump into our starship, jump in, jump out, jump back in, because we made that hard point save. Now, let's go in, collect our rewards. We get a prepackaged combat scope unit, more dite, supreme scanning system, which we need so we can scan more creatures and make more money. And then we got this one, a supreme defensive systems upgrade, powerful underwater oxygen upgrade. So we'll get that. See, we get the underwater oxygen upgrade ahead of time if you kill all them plants. But we didn't put them in. I didn't install them because it takes up space in our inventory, our technology. So I didn't want to do that. But we're going to collect a few of these rewards before we take off of this planet. There we go. Look, a shield module. Perfect. We'll stick that in here. Now you look, as we put the 4th module in here, you can only have 3 shield modules. So I always choose the lowest one. See, this has got a 3433. This has got a 3330. This is a 3321, and this is just 33% core health. So we'll get rid of the B class and we'll destroy it. As you see down there in the pop-up window down at the bottom, when you dismantle it, it gives you 50 sodium, an ion battery, and a wiring loom. We need that wiring loom for our warp drive. So there we go. Then we take this one and put it over here and give it the adjacency bonus. So now we got some good shields. Let's go back into our starship. We got a scanner module. Mirani, welcome to the stream. I'm so glad you're here. I haven't seen you in a good minute. How you doing? Have you been getting all those storms up north there? I hope you're safe in that area. We'll put our S-class module in here so we can start scanning fauna and minerals and getting some extra bonus. Plus, it gives us a little bit better scanning radius as well. And yeah, we got that combat scope. I don't use it. You guys can install that if you want to. I won't. It's a waste of space for me because I don't use the blaze javelin, which we will receive later in the game. I'm glad to see all you guys showing up and checking out the stream. Thank you very much for being here and tuning in. Thank you very much. If you guys are new here, don't forget to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell as well. All right, so boys and girls, let's go back into our expedition log. Look, we still got rewards coming in left and right here. We completed like almost 2 phases of stuff just on the first planet. We haven't even gone anywhere. I mean, look, Blood in the Water. We got that one completed before we left the first planet. That's a pre-packaged efficient water jet unit. That's to help you swim through the ocean better. We'll get that. That's technology we can install. That goes with our jetpack. Ooh, look at that water. Look at those waves. Is that not awesome? Look how strong those waves are bouncing. That's ridiculous. I love that water effect. This is one of the best updates they've done in a long time. And they didn't wipe everybody's base like they did the other time. What was that? The Origins update? Was it that? Or no, it was before that. I forgot what update it was. But yeah, they wiped everybody's base. That was ridiculous. Yeah, I don't care for the bugs either. But as for the game, it helps it out. It gives the people that want to do some kind of combat, gives them the opportunity to do more combat. But yeah, I don't care for it either. We got this combat scope, pre-packaged combat scope. What I like to do is install this, and then I don't use it. So what I do, as you see the pop-up window there, you can dismantle it. You get an ion battery and a wiring loom. And that's why I get my free wiring looms in this expedition. Yeah, there's a lot of bugs in this game. I wouldn't consider them bugs. I just call them bugs, but yeah. They're not very friendly, I'll say that much. The biological horrors, that's the biggest problem. The rest of it, there's really nothing. I mean, you got to pick up a grub to summon up a bug. Otherwise, yeah, the biological horrors are the biggest problem in this expedition. Okay, we have collected everything we can possibly collect on this first planet, boys and girls. Let's go back to phase 1 and let's collect our hyperdrive blueprint right there. See, we got that chromatic metal made and those 5 microprocessors that we made before we even took off to come to this point, boys and girls. So, I mean, I'm showing you all the tricks that I know to get this this expedition off the ground and running. Because you should be able to get all of this stuff before you leave the first system. And we got quite a bit done. I mean, look at it. I mean, we got everything installed. Everything's been repaired. Now we need to make some warp fuel. How much chromatic metal do we have left? We have 78 chromatic metal left. So we need to make a warp cell. We need to make antimatter and an antimatter housing. So let's find the antimatter. Look at that, 25 chromatic metal and 20 condensed carbon. See why I made the condensed carbon earlier? There we go. We'll make 3 of those. And then we'll make 3 antimatter housings as well. This way we can make 3 warp fuels. Perfect. Once we get those made, we are out of this system. We'll take this, we'll put this into our starship. That charges up our warp drive to 75%. Now we can take off from the planet and head up to the space station. But first, I want to gather up a little bit of materials, boys and girls. So let's see what we can do here. We can find, excuse me. Let's get out into outer space, upside. Let's head over to the space station, boys and girls. That 30 technology data salvage modules that I picked up from that reward, we will take these things right here. Where'd they go? Cobalt Dale and his epic fails. Here they are, the salvage data modules. Look at that. That's 1.5 million units. All you need is 15 of them to build your base. You can sell the other 15. That's $500,000. That's enough to buy you resources like chromatic metal, ferrite dust, that kind of stuff. That'll help you get along your way through the game. Look, we're out of launch fuel. Do we have one? Yes, we do. We got 7 of them. Perfect. So that's recharged. Hopefully we can buy some tritium at the space station as well, because we're going to need it if we're going to pulse around the solar system again. So let's get over here to the space station. This is our first landing in the space station. And I think this is another step in the phase. So we'll get that taken care of. You guys got any questions for me? Maybe I can answer a couple of those questions for you. If you haven't done the expedition or you haven't seen me do something, let me know there in the chat. I'll answer you. I got plenty of time. Now, if you want, it'll help you out along the way, is the mission giver here at the space station. Now, you can do missions to help you get like exosuit upgrade charts and things like that, or to get some extra money. Look, this is a level 6 Mercenaries Guild mission. We're going to be in Mercenaries Guild territory in the in the galaxy. So a lot of Mercenary Guild missions are going to be relevant for you. Like, look at this. Kill 14 creatures. That's 44,000 units. I'll pick that one up because that helps us out. Gives us standing with the Vy'keen, which gets us a discount when we're buying technology modules. And look, we got 1,600 nanites, so we could spend those. So killing creatures and killing sentinels. This is a sentinel quad. We're going to have to kill a few sentinels in this expedition. So if you get a chance to kill sentinels, pick them up. Do that if you can. Can't buy no ship. That's a sad thing. Look, there's a traveler. I don't care about the travelers through this expedition. We don't need to pick those up. But let's go in here. We're going to sell some stuff, boys and girls. Let's see what we got to sell in our actual exosuit. Nothing. We got some Mordite. I'm going to get rid of that. That's 10 grand. Some Albion pearls. That's why I said pick up whatever you can to sell off the planet. Like this. That's 92 grand right there. That helps us get a little bit of material. We don't need any platinum, so we can sell that. But look at it. Minus 3%. That's probably the best price you're going to find of it. Silver, don't worry about it. You'll use that building a base later or whatever. And then these salvage data, I'm going to sell 15 of them, boys and girls, this way. You can see that's 771,000 for salvage data. Don't sell them at the space station if you got multiplayer on. If you have multiplayer on, it lowers the price for everybody else. So be aware of that. I don't have multiplayer on, so it's not going to make a difference. So I'm going to sell 15 of them and get a little bit of money. It gave you the backpack refiner. Oh, see? I would do that. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Thanks, Mirny. You encouraged me to go something out of my way to do. So we'll do that. We'll find that first grave. Let's ask about the blood. It was in such agony, I had to save it. Please, there was no profit. You can have everything I took. I'll tell their family. Look at there. He gave us 100 nanites. So we can pay him to ask him where his grave is for free. There we go. Now we got that grave mark location. You don't have to learn words or anything like that. Whoops, I forgot. Let's go back in here, boys and girls. See if we can find any chromatic metal for sale. Do they have any for sale? No, they do not. They got pure ferrite, they got phosphorus, and uranium. We don't need any of that right now. Okay. We'll pass on that. Let's go talk to a couple pilots and see if they've got anything that we can trade. There, see, 26 and 16. What do we got? A 25 and 13. You can always trade your ship off if you don't want to fly around in the cargo hauler. That's just a tip. If you want to do that, you can do that because the ship doesn't make a bit of difference when you're flying in this game. But I want to find, look, they got copper. They got plenty of copper. At 54 units, yeah, let's buy that. That's 400 copper we didn't have to mine. He's got tritium. We're going to buy that for our starship. And a little bit of magnetized ferrite. I want to buy some of that too. In case we find like a runaway mold spot or something. Some dihydrogen jelly. We'll buy 10 of those. That's life support gels. See, this guy's got quite a bit of stuff that we could use. Perfect. You can buy ferrite dust from these guys because that ferrite dust is for making bullets. If you guys need to make bullets. And since we already shot our 1,600 rounds before we left the first landing spot, I think we're doing pretty good. Look, there's some pugnium. The pugnium will help. Later in the game, when we're hunting sentinels, we'll have so much pugnium it won't even matter. So we don't have to get that right now. I just want chromatic metal because I'm lazy and I don't want to mine it. Mine the copper to make chromatic metal. It's just easier to buy it. But let's get up here to the exosuit backpack upgrade slot. And I believe the first one is free. No, it's 50,000 there. And the one on top is 30,000. So check this out. In the second row, boys and girls, right? Number 9, there's 10 slots across and like 11 slots up and down. But in the second row, 9th one over, get that one. Why? Because that's your supercharged slot, boys and girls. Check this out. We'll go in here. See? Ta-da! That's your supercharged slot. If you guys didn't know that. When you open up your backpack slots, all your supercharged slots are always in the exact same place in your backpack technology. If you didn't know that. Just saying. So now we got that open. So what we do is we take like, what is this? Our hazard protection. Throw that over here in the supercharged slot. And that'll increase our, look. Both our hazard protection are supercharged now. We could take that hazard protection out and save it just like that because that one's already being charged, supercharged. Switch this around just a little bit. There we go. So now our hazard protection is a little bit better. And then we could take like this one right here and throw that over in there. And that'll give us better shields. Perfect. If you guys didn't know that, you know, I'll show you guys what I know. There isn't much. Survival Bob taught me about the supercharged slots. And if you guys noticed, he's back after what, 6 months of being incognito. I'm gonna get a toxic protection because I know we're gonna be on some toxic planets. There we go. We got that. Let's install that hazard protection. So now we got some toxic protection. Let's go over here, check out the multi-tool guy, see what he's got for us. I'm going to try and get through this real quick, boys and girls. I know this is kind of a dragged out spot right here. Once we get to the space station, there's a scanner module and a mining beam. That's 1,200 nanites. We don't have enough. So we need to pick one or the other. A scanner or a mining beam. If we get the scanner, then we can make more units to buy bigger stuff. The mining beam will help us mine faster. Let's get the scanner. We'll get the scanner module. We're done with that. Let's come around the corner, check out the multi-tools. Look at that. there's an A-class multi-tool right there with dual supercharged slots right next to each other. None of the other slots are supercharged, so there's probably one there or one there. Oh, how much is that? 3 million units. Oh, at the first space station, believe it. What's this one? This is a B class with a pulse spitter. Oh, we can't buy that one either. 3 million units, boys and girls. Multi-tools are expensive. You know that? I guess they don't want everybody getting overpowered in this expedition. And if anybody doesn't know this, this Gek right here is in the same spot in every space station, right? I had somebody ask me today that is a subscriber to my channel. He plays in VR. This guy right here is your base overseer, Moose Gaming. If you guys haven't checked out a great content creator, there's a great content creator as well, Moose Gaming. Check him out. He does anything from No Man's Sky to the latest Diablo 4. If you guys haven't checked him out, check him out. I'll throw a link to his channel in the description of the video after the stream. But this guy right here, this is your base overseer. Any space station you go to in the galaxy, this guy is your base overseer if you're ever looking for a base overseer. You can fly out of the station because a lot of people have been having troubles with that. They take the teleporter from their base to the space station, which makes the quest line bug. If you leave your base and fly into outer space and then fly to the space station, that guy will be there and he'll be marked so you know that that's the base overseer. But this is the guy you need to talk to, is your base overseer. It might not trigger the quest right away. So if it doesn't trigger the quest, you need to leave the space station, fly out into outer space, turn around and come back in, and it should mark that guy as your base overseer. Just a helpful tip. I know a lot of people have been struggling with that base overseer thing. I mean, on the video I made, I got like 600 views on that video within a couple weeks because people are trying to find the base overseer. For some reason, when they changed the Adrift update, it changed that overseer quest line for some reason. Uh-oh, there we go. We got to head over to this planet. Again, we're going to hit that grave. Maybe we'll get a free piece of technology out of there, Marini. I appreciate that. We'll do that. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. Look, we haven't even left the first system yet, and we've already got our stuff upgraded quite a bit. I mean, look, now we got ourselves a scanner module, another scanner module. Perfect. Let's see what this one does. Look over there in the top right. Scanner range of 268, 377. Yeah, look at there. Flora and minerals. So now we got flora, minerals, and fauna. So we're going to get bonuses on scanning whatever creatures. And this planet is so awesome. If you didn't see it earlier, Moose, this is the planet where you get your apex predator on. Everybody misses this planet for some reason. The first planet you get your apex predator from. It's a big fish in the ocean. Ooh. Slow down. Now check this out. We're gonna land here. You guys don't know this expedition. Every waypoint you land at, them stupid monstrosities jump out of the ground and want to attack you. But it won't attack you until you touch the grave. So be prepared when you do this stuff. Here we go. I asked a question that no one had asked. It was a simple the sentinels. What are the do they come from? Made it my life's work to find left logs, records across worlds. The fallen traveler's grave is marked by a glyph, an epitaph of some ancient technology. I obtained the glyph, and with the ability to travel to unknown worlds. I leave the fallen traveler in peace. Here they come. And then you stun them. And that's how you get your 4 grenades. And you can get, there's like 50 of these things that pop out all at once. If you guys aren't prepared. Phew. Look out. Run away, run away. Very quickly. Run away. Sacrifice the women and children. Run away. No, I wouldn't do that. That's a joke. Look, as soon as we did that, they're all gone. Look, in the Sentinel, he didn't even get involved. He didn't even know what was going on. There we go. We got ourselves a grave. And with that grave comes a little bit of technology. Let's check that out real quick and see what we got. Where's the memory fragment? Right there. Let's see what we got, boys and girls. Prepackaged personal refiner. Thank you, Mirny. You are a godsend. Thank you. That is a brilliant suggestion. I really appreciate that. Now look at there. Now we got ourselves a personal refiner. You guys heard it from Mirny. She said to find a grave on the first planet and you'll get your backpack refiner. That right there is evidence that it's actually true. That's amazing. Thank you, Mirny. I appreciate that. And if you haven't done it yet, start scanning all the creatures on the planet. Ognum Games, welcome to the stream. If you guys haven't seen another great content creator, Ognum Games. Ognum Games does speed runs, he does expeditions, everything in No Man's Sky. I'll throw his link in the description of the video after we're done with the stream as well. I take in the list of all you guys' names that are content creators that are part of the little community. I appreciate you guys for showing up to my stream. Thank you very much. You guys are catching me on a random stream. I decided I was going to do the expedition and stream it live so you guys can see what I know about how to do the expedition. So yeah, I'm glad Mirny helped me out with that backpack refiner. That is so amazing. Thank you. So if you guys find a traveler in the space station, check out that traveler, get their grave, come down to the planet, especially in the first system, and get yourself a backpack refiner. That's a life-saving tip right there. Now I don't have to use that stupid little refiner to throw on the ground all the time. I can run around and do what I got to do at the same time. Now that we got that taken care of, boys and girls, look, and I even, that quest for killing creatures, look at that. That popped off in the space station as well. But we're not going to turn it in here. What I'm going to do, boys and girls, is I'm going to take off out of the first system. I mean, we've literally completed almost 2.5 phases of little steps in our expedition log. Check this out. The first one is almost done. The second one we haven't touched yet. That's not a big deal. As soon as we get to the next system, we'll start picking up the stuff, start killing sentinels. Fire 1,800 rounds of ammunition. How many rounds have we fired? We fired 800 so far, boys and girls. We need to do a lot more firing of bullets. Okay, so what's our next one? We need to warp to a new system and reach the first drop zone. So that's what we're going to do, boys and girls. We're going to leave the first system right now. See, it was a total accident for you, but you told me to do it, and look what happened. I got it too. So that's a confirmed technology find on that planet, on the first planet. So when you get that traveler's grave, you get that backpack refiner. That's confirmed right there. That's 2 different people that's seen that. And everybody else that's watching got to see it too. So if you guys do that, you find a traveler, let me know in my Discord. If you're not a member of my Discord, the link to my Discord is in the description of the video. So if you guys do that, let me know and see if you get that backpack refiner too. That's an awesome find, Mirny. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I mean, that couldn't have been more perfect. That helped out. Otherwise, you got to go to the space anomaly and start buying all that technology, and that costs a lot of nanites. I'm not going to waste all those nanites. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's really amazing. Okay, we are now in the second solar system, boys and girls. This is our first rendezvous point. Look at there. We went to light speed and completed another step in the phase. And as you look around, I have multiplayer turned off, boys and girls, but there's lots of players' bases around here. Now, if you like to gather up nanites, that kind of stuff, now that we got a backpack refiner, I found a traveler in the space station. He was there, right up by the Galactic Trade Terminal. I talked to him, got his grave location, and we went to the planet, and it was confirmed that you get a backpack refiner off that very first planet when you spawn in. So if you find a grave, she found one randomly, a grave, but I found a traveler, and I went to the planet and opened it up, and that memory fragment had a backpack refiner in it. So that's amazing. But I always check out other players' bases. See, there's the Liquidator farm. I mean, I always look at these other players' bases. Sometimes you'll find runaway mold, that kind of stuff that'll help you out. So always check that out. Yeah, the traveler in the space station, it was amazing. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do before I go to the rendezvous point, boys and girls, look, I changed the quest by accident. Let's collect this reward. That's a base computer plans, powerful launch thruster upgrade. We need that. So we'll collect that while we're on our way to the space station. And we got a signal booster as well. We don't need to build a base right yet. I will hit this space station. This way I can use the teleporter to come back to the first system if I need to build a base. I'll build it on the first planet because you know what? That's a paradise planet and I don't have to worry about much. I know there are tons of them throughout the entire... I mean, literally, I started playing on my own personal save and I found... Look, there's a save beacon. I bet you that's my save beacon. A red one. This is a dissonant system as well. The second system, if I do recall. And yeah, boys and girls, I know there's a dissonant planet here. Where is it? There's aggressive sentinels. No, this is not. Where is it? I know there's a dissonant system right outside when you take off. But yeah, let's come over here. We'll turn in this quest for this guy. Since we picked up that kill creatures mission, we'll hand that in. That gets us 44,000 units and standing with the Vikings. So we got that. Is there any more kill creatures? Pick those up, boys and girls. That's a Corvax mission. Pick up the kill creatures. Pick up the kill sentinels. This gets you this gets you standing with the species to help you get bigger discounts on the tech and stuff that you buy with your nanites. I want to look in here to see if we can find any chromatic metal. There it is, boys and girls. Chromatic metal. Buy all you can because that's your warp fuel. And if you need anything else like wiring looms or carbon nanotubes, pick those up too. That material is important.
Product received.
All right, we got that. Let's get upstairs. We're going to get our backpack expansion slot. I know this seems like a cookie cutter playthrough for me because I do walkthrough series, playthrough series all the time. So let's do this. We'll stick that right there. Perfect. All right, we don't have enough nanites to buy anything. Let's see, do we have anything? Yes, we do. We have a launch thruster module and 3 underwater protection modules. We don't need those per se. We can sell those to maybe pick up a better technology module. Look, another A class. Oh, that hurts my feelings so bad. We could have a big weapon right away. But let's sell some technology Now you can use these if you want. If you guys want to swim under the water, I did that on the first planet. So we got all the water thing out of the way. So we don't need these anymore. And that's 1,400 nanites for 3 water modules. We're selling that. And then the launch thruster, I'll sell that as well because we don't need that right away. Let's see if we can get ourselves... there's a plasma launcher module, which will be used later if you get a plasma launcher. I know you will get one as a reward pickup. Nope, no good there. Let's come over here real fast. See if we can get a hazard protection for our exosuit. There's a shield module. There's a movement module. And a toxic protection and a thermal. I'm going to pick up the thermal. We've already got a toxic protection. So let's do that. We'll put the thermal in there. So now we got a hot and a toxic protection. So we're set with that for now. Let's take our shields. Now they're all adjacent and connected to each other. And that gives us a bigger boost for our shields. Let's come down here. Let's talk to the Starship Tech Merchant and see if we can't get... there's our photon cannon module. That will help us. Yeah, we'll pick up the photon cannon module.
Received.
Yes, it will. I'm waiting until I get Ogden, until I get the Minotaur exocraft. Once I get the Minotaur and the upgraded cannon modules on it, that thing is so OP'd. I stand around and kill sentinels all day long. There's the exocraft laser, exocraft engine module. There's a Nautilin cannon module. We don't need those. All that stuff we don't need because we don't have an exocraft. We want everything for the Minotaur. Yes, they do, corrupted or otherwise. Come over here, grab that data module. Got some nanites from that. This is a mercenaries guild. We don't have anything to collect yet, but you can always check after killing your sentinels and stuff to come in here and donate. The more you donate, the faster this thing opens up, and eventually you'll be getting things like, look at this, a positron module, a multi-tool expansion slot. Donate whenever you can, as long as it doesn't put yourself in a pinch. Okay, we chose them 2 quests for killing creatures and killing sentinels. What we need to do is back here, we need to reach the first drop zone. So let's change that quest again out of our log, because we don't need to do the things in our log, just the expedition, so we can get through this pretty quick. Now that we got that done, let's jump in our ship, jump in, jump out, back in, and let's get out of here. Let's head to our first rendezvous point. Hopefully we can get that done pretty quick. The first rendezvous point is right back over here. Liquidator Farm. I wonder what that is. There's a storage base. Always check everybody's stuff out. Monolith base. Well, let's go head to our drop zone. I know there's quite a bit of stuff around here too, boys and girls, you can check out. If you want to check out people's bases, start in the space station. Use the terminus, the teleport terminus in there, and that'll tell you what everybody's base is. Even sometimes they'll label their base telling you like the Apex Predator, but I showed you guys where to get that Apex Predator off the first planet that you start on. So you guys don't have to search around the galaxy looking for that stuff. Oops, overshot the mark. Epic fails by Cobalt Dale. You guys saw it here first, folks. All right. And this is what? It's a hazardous planet. Now remember, when you land, whoa, oops, I smacked into a mountain. See, I don't like these big old garbage haulers. You can't move fast enough. But when you land, remember, them little monstrosities are going to come jumping out. If you guys aren't prepared, yeah, they'll get you. So let's land here. And be prepared. Make sure before you get out of your ship This is a tip. This is a pro tip, boys and girls. Go to your multi-tool. Look, our paralysis mortar is at 45%. If you want to recharge it before you get out. Don't get out of your ship first. The scatter blaster, you can't recharge that. But like your mining beam, that kind of stuff, always charge that before you get out of your ship. This way you know you're set and ready to go. So all you got to do is jump out of the ship, be prepared, get that off the screen real fast, switch to our scatter blaster, and as soon as you grab this beacon, I believe monstrosities will come out. No? Look at there. It made me a liar twice in a row, boys and girls. I don't know what's going on with that. So let's grab our little goodie boxes. I know it's something that triggers the little monstrosities each time. See, the first time I played it, the little time that I did play, it made the monstrosities jump out every time I grabbed one of those waypoint beacons. So now when I come in here, watch, I'll open up the box in here. That doesn't work. I bet you it's as soon as I hit this console. Watch. Vanguard Intel Cache. Liquidator command broadcast as follows. The drop zone has been secured. Congratulations to all surviving cleanup units. The scouts of the Vanguard have mapped out prime infestation sites on this world. Now you must reach the nest and do your part. I will do my part. There you go, boys and girls. We made it to the drop zone 1. So let's get through there. We're going to open it up and we're going to get our reward real fast. That's a multi-tool inventory slot times 3, projectile ammunition, and 900 nanites. Look at that. So we get bullets so we can fight stuff. Perfect. There we go. We get 3 multi-tool slots. So you know what we're doing? That opened it up. See, I don't see them. Where are they? See, that was a bug. I bet you that was a bug or something. I don't know, but I'm going to run over here real fast. We're going to get all this stuff out of here. Hopefully we don't run into any of them little monstrosities. I know I killed all 16 of mine like right away at that first building. So we didn't have to worry. Look, no edit permissions. Somebody built a base here. Are you... Ooh, what's that? What's that? Ooh, look at that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Scan them, scan them. Don't forget to scan creatures, boys and girls. This is how we make units. Oh, I gotta make some creature pellets. Hold on a second. We'll make 10 of those. Bloop. There we go. Come here, little bug. He looks like an earwig. Look at him. That's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, hold on. We're going into camera mode. Don't you move. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That is so cool. And you know what's funny? Is that's the helmet you get for the new chitin armor. When you kill the brood mothers, you get that as a helmet. The face of this creature, that's one of the helmets. Cool, huh? Let's do this. We're gonna feed him. There we go. Make him a happy bug. We're gonna stimulate some mucus, and then because that nourishing slime, you can eat that and it gives you health. There we go. He's our pet now. Yeah. Check it out. Come on, one more time. We gotta gently pat him. Gotta make sure he's ecstatically happy to be our little slave. Then we'll give him some more treats so he's all filled up. And then guess what? We're gonna ride us a bug. Come on, go, man. Go, look at him go. He's fast. Look at him go. Who doesn't like riding around town in a bug? Right? So if you guys haven't checked out these planets yet, check out these plants. Those are some huge palm fronds. I saw somebody, who was it? Ray Reynolds posted a picture of him standing in front of one of these things and it looked like a Mardi Gras costume. If you guys have ever seen the Mardi Gras or carnival costumes. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Ooh, look at that little critter. Look at him. Oh, that's just a little baby. Look at him. Hold on. Look at him. The grass is taller than he is. How cute is that? Look at that. That's something. All right. Let's say, take a screenshot. Boop. There we go. Perfect. I got a little screenshot. Thank you. Look, there's another one. Wow, there's all kinds of them around here. There's a creature over here. I'm trying to scan. There he is. I'm just trying to get all the creatures. This way we can make some nanites, boys and girls. Because that's pretty much part of the game. They tell you in every expedition to scan. Ooh, look at that big ass turd. Wow. Wow, that's a big piece of poopy. That's bug poop. Good night, Marini. Thank you for watching. I know, I'm sorry. The little bugs drive you crazy. I apologize. Here, we'll put them away. There you go, so he ain't around no more. I know you hate bugs. I apologize, but I had to get that guy, his little pet. You have a great night. Thank you for showing up and showing everybody how to get a backpack refiner right away. Oh, that's what we're doing. We're over here. I saw that big bug. I got distracted. Uh-oh. That's right. So if you can't get it out with your terrain manipulator, go into first person view, everybody. Look at this. And walk over the top of it. And you should be, if you're not able to, sometimes you can grab those out of the ground by going into first person view. Oh, come on. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. They might have fixed that. Of course, this is somebody's base, you know. For some reason, everybody needs to build their base at a rendezvous point. Why? What is the point of that? So you can be a jerk to everybody else? Don't build your base here. Go 300 units away from this place and build your base. That's okay by me. I want to be able to do things at that location too. That doesn't mean you got to build a base there. That's being selfish is what that is. Okay, we got that taken care of. Let's get back to our ship. Jump in, jump out, make that save. Jump back in. And we are going to purge the first site, boys and girls. So let's make sure we got enough bullets in our inventory. Look, our inventory's packed up. Let's install the photon cannon for our starship. We'll leave that there. A multi-tool expansion slot, we'll move that over. All this can go into our nutrient processor. This will come down here. We'll take the copper, we'll throw that in our starship, the microprocessor in there. Let's see, planetary charts, we'll get rid of those too. Don't need the wiring looms. We got to make some room for all this stuff, boys and girls. We got quite a bit of junk. Look, this is that nourishing slime I picked up from that big bug. It gives you 20% life support power. That's a lot. 20%? That's almost a fourth of what your health bar is. So that's pretty good stuff to keep. Let's jump out real quick. I'm going to do this. We're going to throw the nutrient processor out. This is my food storage bin. That's what I use these things for. So like Fecium. Whoops. We'll throw that in there. We'll throw all the meat in there. You can throw these nourishing slimes in there as well. You can process that in your nutrient processor as well. There we go. Now we got all that stuff out of the way. We'll pick that up. Let's jump back in our starship and let's get to our first location. Make sure that we're on that quest so we don't lose it. Sometimes Hello Games is notorious for changing your quest on you. So be prepared. Take a look as you're flying along, boys and girls, for drop pods, for ruins, waypoints, that kind of stuff, like this building over here. If it has a free landing pad, land at it. This way you can collect that waypoint. Look, this is a miner settlement. Perfect. I'm going to stop here and we're going to hit that waypoint beacon because we need to hit, what, 6 or 7 of those. That'll help us out. Now, I know some of you guys have already started playing the expedition. Have you, look, there's the bugs this time. See, boys and girls? Phew. There we go. I can't wait till we get our mech. And part of the for getting the Vanguard armor set in the quest line. Oh, where's he at? Come on now. For getting the Vanguard armor set, you have to kill bugs. You need to kill lots of them, like 150 of these dang things. That's a lot. Not to mention shooting all these things. This is where you use your bullets, your 1600 bullets to get that step. That's where it helps you get your stage in the phase, is by shooting all them little bugs, and it helps you. Here, I'll show you in just a second. This thing, whoops, where is it? The expedition. This thing right here, Purge by Fire. You have to kill a bunch of bugs. So if you go in your log, right, the Purge by Fire, we haven't hit our first stage, which is the line right here. We're at 33%. Look, people aren't killing enough bugs in the first stage, and they're telling you that. Look, only 5% in stage 3. So before you hit rendezvous point 2, you have to kill at least 150 of them bugs. Look, it says individual kills 50 and counting. So we need the current liquidation goal at 33%. So we need to kill more bugs. That's what that is. So like your little brood mothers and that kind of stuff, if you can find them brood eggs or whatever, or them grub worms, pick those up so you can kill more bugs so everybody can get that liquidator armor. That liquidator armor is for your to the brain fart in progress, please stand by. That is for your exomech. So you can armor your exomech instead of that stupid sentinel square boxy stuff that everybody's been putting on their exomech for so long. Yeah, we can change that. We'll have different cosmetics for our exomech if we can complete killing bugs. That means stopping at these waypoints that everybody's been hitting. Look, there's a grub right over there. Let's go see if we can do something with that. This is the biggest part. Everybody needs to kill at least 50 bugs apiece or more. Okay, that bug is in the dirt underneath a rock of all places, right? You can't hit it with the stun gun. Can't grab it without your let's do this. There we go. Can't do anything with it, but we can shoot it. There we go. Vile brood detected. There we go. Perfect. Kill all these little larvae that this thing puts out. Ouch. Kill all these little things. That's what those little things are. That's what they want you to kill, is more damn bugs. Kill as many of those things as you could possibly do it. And you blow off all the armor on the legs, the arms, everything. Blow all its armor off. That's the best way to do it. And then take this thing out. Here you go. Shoot it right in the butthole. Look at there. We almost got it done. Perfect. Lock and load. Unleashed 1,800 rounds of ammunition. See? This is how we complete these little quests, boys and girls. And do a lot of scanning. like I said, scan your rocks, scan your plants, scan everything, because we need to make units so we could buy maybe a better multi-tool before we get the multi-tool class upgrade that is later in the game. But you see that over there? That's where I'm heading, to that natural burial site. If I can find some more grubs or bugs along the way, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Do a little bit of exploring. You don't have to hurry up and rush through and get each step completed before you get there, because there's so much. I mean, with these new worlds, if you guys haven't played on a personal save yet without doing the expedition, explore, check out everything in the game. I mean, it's really amazing what they've done to this game. I remember when they first started this game, it was just barren planets. There wasn't even any plants or grass, really. Just little things here and there, like a little splotch, like this little spot right here. That's all there was there when it first started on this game. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Where's that grub at? Ooh, that's 121 units away. We can do another one. Ow, what was that? Look at there. Some of these hazardous flora are still small, but they've enlarged quite a few of them. Where's that burial site? We want them bones. This is to make money. Hopefully it's $1 million bone, right? Nope. Not today, boys and girls. Any more bones close to us? That one's what? 700 units away? How are you guys making units in the game as you're playing this? So that's 77 units away. Can we get that one? There we go. Because this is the whole thing right here. Make sure you got that. We got enough paralysis mortar. See, even though you ain't got the hazmat gauntlets to pick it up, let's heal ourselves first. Kill that bug, and that makes the big brood mother pop out. But if you take off all the armor right away on these brood mothers, they're easier to kill. Where's it going? It's running. Don't you run away from me. Stop. It's running away. Stop moving. Okay. Phew, got another one, boys and girls. See, the more of those things we kill, the better off we are. Okay, we got ourselves a serious storm going on. I mean, look at this. The way the wind blows now, it's blowing dust across the planet. That's pretty cool, right? I mean, you look in that direction, you're looking at the way the wind is blowing. Not to mention the waves on the water. This is such an awesome update that they did to this game. This is the most exciting thing I've seen in a while. Let's see if we can find ourselves. What's that? That's an organic rock. Oh yeah, check this out. If you guys, look at there. Close air support, jetpacking for 1,000 units. Look, we're literally completing quests as we cruise along through this expedition. Actually, I think I might have already gotten my steps in there, Ognum. I think we did that on the first planet. I mean, we're getting it. We're getting a lot of stuff down. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to scan around here too. I should be doing that. But look, organic rocks. Hopefully we don't need hazmat gauntlets. I bet you we do. Yes, we do. That sucks. I don't want the rock. I wanted to reload my weapon. Come on. Okay, let's pick up some dihydrogen. We're going to need a little bit more of that, boys and girls. Delta One, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you popped in. Yeah, thank you for the like. I appreciate that. If you guys haven't checked out Delta One, he's a great content creator as well. If you guys haven't checked him out or subbed to his channel, I'll throw the link to his channel in the description of the video after the stream tonight as well. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I really do. Thank you very much for being here. If you guys have the hazmat gauntlets, you can pick up this organic rock, and that will give you your 900 as well for collecting 900 materials in a row. Those things actually work, which is pretty cool. So I'm glad you guys are showing up to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's a Friday night. It's off schedule. I didn't put out my regular survival playthrough series because I wanted to get this out of the way. This is an expedition, and I figured I would jump on the bandwagon with everybody else and put out a little bit of a stream tonight. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I know I've shown some tips and tricks that everybody has missed, and I'm just trying to help everybody figure out where these things are at. So pretty much we've taken care of the apex predator and the killing the monstrosities and all that before we even left the first planet. I mean, we've literally gotten everything done. Let's see, what else can we pick up around here? I know there's another grub worm around here somewhere, wasn't there? I thought I saw one near here. Where did it go? Look, I thought I picked that up. There, I'm picking up a few of these buried technologies because this is money as well. You guys can build your base if you want. That's where you can build your sentinel, or not your sentinel, but your exomech, that kind of stuff. If you want to build it at your base, and then get a freighter. There's a submerged relic. We don't want those. Let's see. There's more bones. How far is that? 400 units. Yeah, we'll check over there. We're going to pick up some more bones because we're trying to make money, boys and girls, so we can get a little bit of money going. Otherwise, the best thing to do to make money is to pick up salvage ships, scrap ships, crash ships, that kind of stuff. That's what we want to do. Sentinel interceptors are the best for doing salvage, but that takes a lot of work to pick up a sentinel interceptor. We have to fight sentinels, and we're just not quite ready there yet. As soon as we can get a few more things, a couple little quests out of the way in a couple different phases, then we'll have everything we need. But until then, we need to make at least a couple million units. So maybe we could get ourselves just a little bit better of a multi-tool. That would help. Not to mention picking up all the resources you need in the area as well. There's a rock that we didn't scan. Okay, we're almost to this bone site. Hopefully it's more than one bone. Oh, this is making me mad. Here, boys and girls, look at this. One bone. Come on, where's the $1 million bone? We're only getting $100,000 bones. That ain't worth it to me, boys and girls. Oh, come on. Where's the big money? Yeah. I don't see anything. What's that? That's copper. We don't need any more copper. There's another natural burial site, 400 units that way. I really don't feel like running by foot. Look, we're already 1,000 units away from our ship. We need to start heading back this way. What's that? That's 11 minutes to that building. Start hitting some of these cargo boxes. Maybe we'll pick up some stuff in here, like relics, that kind of stuff. So what are you doing tonight, Delta? If you're still here, I don't know if you just popped in and pop out like you normally do. I know, right? No whammy. Let's head over here and catch this bone. Hopefully we can get something. I'm hoping for some big money, man. We need at least $1 million bone, and then I'm done looking for junk. Because most of the time, I won't even look for this stuff. I mean, when I play on my personal save, I do. I mean, I explore everything. I look at every bush, every rock, the whole 9 yards. I'll stand and walk around in circles through my visor for 20 minutes looking at rocks just so I can get all the rocks on the planet. Have you guys gotten all the plants and all the rocks on a planet before? Do you get a nanite bonus for that? Have you done that? I know you get one for picking up all the animals, but do you get it for the plants? Do you get it for the rocks? Have you done that before? See, these kinds of things everybody needs to check out. What is that? Oh, them are underground relics. Picking those things up in the cave. Oh, look at this. We need an advanced mining laser. And since we landed at that miner settlement, boys and girls, we're going to have to pick up the blueprint for an advanced mining laser because we don't get a mining laser. Where is this? Where is this thing at? Where's this bone at? It's 5 units below me. Okay. Is it in a cave? Are you serious? For real, boys and girls. Look at that. It was below the ground in a cave. All right, so we'll scan some stuff down here. See what we can get. Scan the little marrow bulbs. We'll scan the stalagmites. This is all money. I mean, look at that. 18,000 for a stalagmite. I mean, whatever we can pick up, right? There's some albium pearls over here. We can pick those up. Look at this. Here's some money. This is like 50, 60,000 for a stack of 10. That's not bad. We'll get those. Yeah, I just hold down the X button or the collect button and it just auto picks up all this stuff. That's why you see the albumin pearl still sitting there. It literally picks them up out of the sack before the sack is even open. So, whoops. If you guys are wondering, that's what that is. I don't know if that happens to you or not. We don't need any cobalt. We got plenty of that. We made some hazard protection. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's head back to our ship. We'll sell the little bones that we got. If you guys haven't done it, another way to collect that flying for 1,000 units is doing this inside a cave. Since you're up against a flat wall, it doesn't use your jetpack. So you can fly like this. If you burrow a hole in the ground and just hit your jetpack, you're not using your jetpack fuel, and you can fly 1,000 units just like that too. That helps you do that. I do believe that's another way you can collect it. All right, where's our ship at? Let's take a look around. Back that way. Okay. I know we have flown a long ways from our ship. Ooh, there's some oxygen. Pick that up. Squirrel! I know it's all a bunch of distractions. What is that? Is that a monolith over there? No, it's an odd stone. I thought I saw a monolith. Ancient data structure. Let's go hit that. Because we can use the nav data to buy maps at the cartographer in the space station to help us find crashed ships. If we want to do that to find money, that's another way to do it. I know we've got some planetary charts in our coming up on a camp here, so we got to be careful. We'll come in here and get up whatever goodies we can pick up in here. As you can see, the monstrosities have already come out since we showed up at the camp. Look at them. All right. Gotta watch these guys. They're everywhere. See, as long as you're doing your part shooting these bugs. Uh-oh. There we go. Life support ran out. All it takes is one shot from your scatter blaster, boys and girls, to kill one of these things. I know people get excited and you can hold the button down for a long time, but you don't have to do that. It's a waste of ammo unless you want to continuously make bullets. And it's faster to reload if you don't blow all your bullets out before you reload. So it's a little bit faster. You guys got any time-saving tips and tricks that I don't know about? Let me know. So I'd like to learn some different stuff too. That's why I like watching all you guys and all you content creators out there. Show us how to make it through an expedition quicker. Man, we're still a long ways from our ship. This is ridiculous. Keep an eye out for grub worms, especially when you're around these little buildings and campsites like that. Usually they'll put a grub in there somewhere. They're usually pretty close to the buildings for some reason. That's what I've noticed as a pattern for the brood mothers and things like that. I mean, we took out a couple of these grub worms already, so we're doing pretty good. Look, there's boxes everywhere. Hopefully by the time we get back to this minor settlement, our inventory will be full and we will have a bunch of junk to sell. Look out. Look out, animal. I'm coming. There are 30,000 units for a rock. How can you beat that? How far are them bones away? Them are 700 units away. See, we didn't even pick up... Ooh, what's that? Metal fingers. I don't have an advanced mining laser. Oh, that hurts my feelings so bad. Okay, where's my ship? I lost it. There it is. I was gonna run right past it. I was looking at that minor settlement on the planet. Or not that minor settlement, but a settlement. I was looking at that. Ooh, there's a grub worm. I told you, see? Right there, there's a grub worm right there. Let's go over there. We're gonna kill that grub. And that'll bring us out another brood mother. The more of those things we can kill, the better off we are. Not to mention in normal playthrough, you get special helmets and armor pieces too from these things. Okay, let's make sure we're on that. Let's make sure our paralysis mortar is loaded up. There we go. Chow, chow. Now the vile brood mother should be popping out. There we go. Kill all the little ones first. Those are the hard ones to kill. Stop shooting. Come on. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Blow some of that armor off. Shoot the legs off. Shoot the body off. Ouch, that kind of hurt. Don't do that again. Hold on a second. There we go. We're blowing all that body armor off. Because once you get all the body armor off, it's pretty easy to take the brood mother out pretty quick. There we go. Got to reload. Ah! Boy, that one was a little tougher, I think, huh? Okay, that's it. Now, where's our ship? Over there. Let's get over here. We're going to get rid of this stuff. Since we completed this stage of the phase, we can collect our reward and everything once we get inside. I just want to gather up a little bit of extra money, do a couple little more bugs, because that's all part of doing our part. Have you done your part? Right? Oh, look at there. Monstrosities coming out. Okay, let's look. Let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get that out of there. We got some stuff to sell. We even got a storm crystal, boys and girls. It's not going to do us much good, but that's all right. I'm not worried about the monstrosities outside. We've already collected the quest for that, so we're doing pretty good. Let's see. We got 2 million units. Look at that. That's a B-class weapon. It's got 18 slots compared to our 21. This multi-tool, even though it's not an actual Sentinel multi-tool with the hijacked laser on it, this is much better than an S-Class one of these. Isn't that something? But it's always good to have a better multi-tool. This has got less slots, so I'm not going to buy it. It's not worth investing the money into it. So let's go into here and let's see what we got to sell. Curious Bones, minus 4%, so we get 79,000 for that. Oh, that's not worth the effort, man. Look at that, 117,000, still not worth the effort. If we'd have went to another planet, that would have probably been worth more. I don't care. We're going to sell some rancid meat. I mean, look at it. That's 185,000 for 30 of them. That's worth it. There we go. Another 106,000 for another bone. Mordite, we can sell that because we don't need that. There's a Viking dagger. We can get rid of that. 2 Gek relics. Perfect. Storm crystal. We'll be picking up plenty of those later. We'll get rid of that. Look at, we made quite a bit of money, boys and girls. What do we got in our starship? We got anything in there to sell? A hypnotic eye. You can get rid of that. We don't need that. There's our planetary charts, and that helps us find inhabited outposts like this minor settlement or those types of things, trade depots. Don't forget to check your bushes, boys and girls. Bushes always give you free carbon. But let's get our advanced mining laser. That's why we're here. Purchase a blueprint so we can get our teleport receiver and our advanced mining laser here. We've got plenty of nanites and we got plenty of money to buy the stuff we need. See, we got 2 wiring looms. And we got the hermetic seal and carbon nanotube blueprint. So now we got that advanced mining laser. The teleport receiver is the only other thing that we need to get to help us dump stuff in our starship. Otherwise, it'd be the waveform recycler, and that don't matter to me. We don't need that right yet. But I will buy them just so we can get those out of the way. But we're going to install the advanced mining laser right now, boys and girls. That's most importantly the thing we need to install. Okay, we need 1 hermetic seal, 1 carbon nanotube. If you don't have the materials, this guy right here, this technology merchant, will sell you the components you need. See, there's a hermetic seal. He sells 4 of them. I'm going to buy 1. That's pretty cheap, $1,000 for hermetic seal. And then we need carbon nanotubes. Do they have any? No, they don't. That's okay. We can make one since we got the blueprints to make them. But he's got a couple wiring looms. Look how expensive they are. Plus 17%. That's ridiculous. But let's make a carbon nanotube so we can get that advanced mining laser installed. That's what we want. There we go. Nice. Now we can get pure ferrite or whatever else. The advanced mining laser. What do they want us to install? Oh, yeah, we're not going to install that right now. The waveform recycler. But we got that. Let's come over here and talk to Mr. Research Entity and see what he's got to say, and then we'll get out of here. I mime that I know a little of their communication. In response, the lights in their mask flash a repeating series of 3, building in intensity. So that tells me ferrite is level 1, pure ferrite is level 2, and magnetized ferrite is level 3. His lights are repeating in a series of 3, so they want magnetized ferrite. The electronic lifeform's lights blaze with sudden intensity. My offering was clearly what they were hoping for. They rest their silicone hand on my visor and thank me with a transfer of language. Oh man, I was hoping for like some upgrade modules or something. All right, I'll see how you are, you stingy old robot. All right, we got that done. Let's come out here. We're gonna unpin that formula. We've got sentinels to kill, we got animals to kill, but our expedition has purged the first site, and that is what we're going to do right now, boys and girls. Jump in, jump out, make that hard save before you get over there in case you die as soon as you jump out your ship, you know. How far are we from that? We're not too far away. I know we're not. But look, there's buildings and campsites and stuff all along the way. Stop and hit those things. If it's got a landing pad, stop at it. You know, the little monstrosities, they'll jump out and start attacking you or whatever. No big deal, right? You get to kill the monstrosities and you're killing bugs at the same time. So that helps everybody get the Liquidators armor for your exomech. Who doesn't want that new armor and that flamethrower on it? Come on. They outlawed that. They discontinued that technology in the game. Now you can get that technology, that flamethrower. I want that flamethrower on my exomech. I tell you what, that's got to be OP. That's why they discontinued it from the game. Not to mention flamethrower. Who says that's not cool? Flamethrowers are pretty cool. I don't care what anybody says. That's my opinion and I'm sticking to it. Okay, how much farther we gotta go here? Oh, it's 15 minutes away. I was looking at that dude's base. I was thinking, oh man, we're so close to that. Let's go back up into space. This is an epic fail by Cobalt Dale. You guys saw it here first, folks. Okay, we're gonna pulse over to this purge spot and then we'll take care of that big bug. Let's make sure we got enough room in our exosuit. Oh yeah, we got plenty of room. Oh, look at there. Too much time in the in the cargo slots. Bounced off the atmosphere. I wish it would just take you in. As soon as you enter the atmosphere, the planet's atmosphere, it should allow you to come out of your cargo slots. You know what I'm saying? Out of your inventory. It should just automatically pop you out instead of making your ship bounce off the atmosphere. But I guess that's what you get for distracted flying. Okay, as soon as we land, I believe the bugs are going to come out and start jumping. So get ready. Make sure before you get out of your ship, boys and girls, make sure that in your multi-tool, your paralysis mortar's charged up. Terrain manipulator, who knows, you might need it to dig a hole. The mining beam is charged up in case you run out of bullets. Make sure you got plenty of bullets. We got 5,000. That's plenty to kill everything we need to kill. But I'll make a couple more so we keep it closer to 10,000. We've got ourselves some healing gels and we've got ourselves some life support batteries. We need a couple more plasma. So let's make a couple more of those. Plasma is made from metal plating and oxygen. And we've got plenty of oxygen and we got a couple metal plating. So let's make 3 more of those. There we go. Throw that in the stack. Now we got enough to do what we need to do. All right, here we go. Let's go over to this save beacon. And there they come. And if you guys catch them fast enough, when they pop out of the ground around that save beacon, come on. There we go. I like to keep this thing paralyzed. This way it doesn't shoot the acid on you and stuff like that, and it gives you time to blow the armor off this thing. Come on. Stay out of the way of that thing when it jumps on you. I don't know what's attacking me. Get away. Of course, there's got to be a storm going on just as I'm doing this too, right? It's almost dead. I want to blow that last piece of armor off. This way, once you get all the armor off of this thing, it'll give you body pieces, and I think that's where everybody's missing. They're like, I'm not getting the helmets, I'm not getting the armor. If you're not blowing all the armor off this thing, then you're not going to get it. Ouch, that hurt. Hold still. See, you got to get the legs, and then you can blow the body apart. Once you get all that armor off of the body, it's pretty easy to kill the thing. There we go. And if you guys didn't know, killing all them little monstrosities and stuff, look, you can pick up these whispering eggs every time you show up to one of these things. Look. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. My weapon's depleted. Uh-oh, run, run. There we go. Let's get over here. Let's recharge our stuff. Keep running. Don't let them catch you. Gotta keep going. Yeah, don't stand in one spot too long like I just did, because they will get you. Woo, look out. If things get too heavy for you shooting these whispering eggs, always go inside the building. You can go in there and let these things disappear before they get you, kill you. All right, we'll go the other way, boys and girls. Look out. And you can stun these things too. Don't think you can't stun them. I'd use the stunner when I'm fighting because I think it's better. Look, and we're picking up quite a few larval eggs. As long as you keep moving, that's the most important part. We picked up all the ones there. So let's keep going. It's kind of hard to see in this storm too. All right, see, once one catches up to you, take off, go to the next spot. This way they don't have enough time to catch up to you. Oh, are you serious? We lost 2 eggs right there. I don't know what's going on with that. Just keep moving, boys and girls. You don't have to stand in one spot. And you don't have to fight them, because even though you're shooting them and killing them, they will respawn until the swarm subsides. But every time you shoot one of these eggs, it makes them respawn. Okay, I think we got them all there. Got them all there. There's none here. Is there any here? No. We got them all here. I think we got them all, boys and girls. Isn't that something? Yeah, we got them all. There is no more eggs, so now we can go inside and collect our quest. Basically, the Vanguard quest. That's what we're doing. Now watch out. Every time you come in these abandoned buildings, there's a whippet. You gotta aim below it just a little bit. Make sure you're inside the door too. Otherwise, them monstrosities will shoot acid through the door at you. And they'll be hurting you. So be careful. Just be aware. I mean, it's not like a big great panic thing. Look, you hit the first aid. That recharges your health and stuff. So if you're all messed up from those monstrosities, don't worry about it. You can come in here and get healed. And then pick up all the goodies, man. There's like free loot everywhere inside these things. We don't have that pass yet. Let's see what else they got in here. A couple more containers right here. All right. Look it. What do we got? Okay, that's it. Let's hit the console and see what it says. Hopefully some nanites. I destroy the goop. If you guys want to keep it and refine it, you can make nanites out of that stuff. I don't keep that stuff. It's garbage. It takes up space in my inventory. The terminal has been clogged with a viscous fluid. No doubt some lingering mucus from the brood mother. Nonetheless, it remains active. The logs of the liquidator who uncovered this nest are available to read. Here follows the testament of Liquidator 3813G of the Vanguard. I was once like you, a mere cleaner, following in the footsteps of the brave Vanguard units who dove into the heart of the vile nests. I cowered, scared to do my part. Sentinels, broodlings, unspeakable horrors. I thought it would overwhelm me. And yet, here I am. And like me, you too will rise. You have done your part, and you too will follow the Liquidators to glory. And there we go, boys and girls. We finished Infestation Alpha. Now we can collect that reward. Perfect. Look at there, multi-tool class upgrade. Nice. So now our multi-tool is a B class. And look, now we get a supercharged slot. What I want to do, since we got our scatter blaster down here, I kind of want to move it out of the way. Look, there's our other supercharged slot. So I'm going to move the scatter blaster over here, and then we're going to move the scanner over here. No, as a matter of fact, watch this. We'll take this, move this up, move this up. There we go. And move this over like that. Look at our damage now. 12,000, boys and girls. And then we'll take our mining beam and we'll move that down over here for just a minute, so it's up and out of the way. And then we'll take our scanner, move that over here, and give ourselves a little bit of a boost. Look at that, 620 scan radius. Perfect. So now our multi-tool is upgraded. Perfect. That helps us out. What else do we get? A hazmat gauntlet set. See, boys and girls? Now we can pick up the grub worms and carry them with us. Anytime we find a grub worm, instead of shooting it or killing it, we can just pick it up and throw it in our inventory and haul that along with us. And look, we picked up 20 larval cores. Stick that in your backpack refiner if you got one. Otherwise, use your regular refiner, right? Your little portable refiner that you throw out on the ground. That's what I do. Look, we're making nanites. That's 1,000 nanites right there, boys and girls, for picking up 20 larval cores, or whispering eggs. And that helps us get our quest in line. Okay, now that we've got that completed, we still need this to go. Everybody needs to do their part, boys and girls, to get through this. Kill as many brood mothers as you possibly can with all the monstrosities and stuff. Because check it out, when I click on this and we come out, it tells us it's at 30. Whoops, look at there, Infestation Alpha. We got the multi-tool class upgrade. Okay. But down in the bottom right there, it says current liquidation goal at 33%. Do your part by liquidating biological horror sentinels and the vile brood. Individual kills 50 and counting. Okay, when you come into but they're not the 4 class. For some reason, we're getting bunk S class modules in this expedition. Otherwise, I would be sticking it into a supercharged slot. Otherwise, it just gives me like flora and minerals, or it's fauna and minerals, or something like that. I don't get all 3. If it gave me all 3, yeah, I would definitely put one in the all 3 position there, Ognum. I appreciate the suggestion, though. Thank you. But check this out, our purged by fire. If we go to our log, look, we're not even halfway. 33%. We still got to kill more. I mean, that's a group effort. This is a community effort by everybody. And once we get purged by fire 1, then we start getting the other pieces for our exomech. So stage 2, 3, 4, and 5 will give us the here, whoops. Let me go back into the expedition. Like phase 2, check it out. Look at what we get. The Liquidator left arm. That's for our Minotaur, our exocraft. So you guys got to start killing all them bugs and stuff, all them brood mothers. You got to go out of your way and kill extra. So everybody's not doing it. They're just rushing through, hitting the purge spot, and just that's it. You got to scope around and find grub worms and kill them. But here, check it out. We completed phase 1, boys and girls. We are done with phase 1. So we get a Swarm Song poster, Brood Mother poster, and a Bug Hunt poster plans. Those are all blueprints you could pick up at the Quicksilver Merchant in the Nexus or the Space Anomaly. So we completed phase 1, boys and girls, and we get those rewards, and we can use those rewards on any save that we want when we play. As long as we don't delete our main save in the game, we should be able to collect those rewards on any other save in the game if we ever start a new one. Look, we completed close air support for flying 1,000 units. So we get a Supreme Movement System upgrade ×2, and then we get planetary charts. Hopefully those are for crashed ships to help us get some money. Look at there, we got blueprints for our catalog. Movement modules, we got 2 S-Class movement modules, and we got planetary charts. Let's go into our exosuit and check out what those are. These are distress signals. These help us find crashed ships. But I want to install our movement modules real fast. Bloop. Move this one up. Kabloop. And then this one up there. There we go. Now we got those set. I could take this out of here and put this B class in here for the supercharge. That'll give me more distance on that. But as I have found out, it doesn't give you the big a boost as you think it does. Now, if I had the blueprint, if I had a third S-Class module and then put the B class in there, it would make a difference. But the way this is rearranged with the adjacency bonus, it really doesn't make that big of a difference. But I'll do it anyways, because, you know, we'll make some people happy, huh, Ogdom? Let's throw our goodies, all our food products, into the nutrient processor. So we got a little bit of space in here. Perfect. Now let's get out of here. And let's take a look around. What's that? Metal fingers over there. Metal fingers above and below the ground. That's money for us. So let's fly over here. Now that we got our advanced mining laser, we can get these things. And this is a lot of money. We can sell this at the space station, or we can use it like the gold. The uranium is used for our launch fuel in our starship. The gold you can use for solar panels if you build yourself a base. If you build yourself a base, then you can use that gold. Otherwise, sell the gold because it's worth the most money in the game, next to platinum. It used to be indium, but they nerfed that a couple updates ago. So we no longer are allowed to collect or harvest indium like we used to. So now everybody's starting gold farms. Chlorine used to be top notch too, but they nerfed that as well. But you can still get quite a bit of money out of chlorine. Artisan! Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Welcome to the stream, thank you. If you guys haven't checked out Artisan, Artisan is a Byte Beats creator. That guy is a guru with the Byte Beat machine. If you haven't checked out his channel, go check him out. He is amazing. He shows up on community nights as well when Delta does community nights. And yeah, he hands out Byte Beat songs. I mean, he's done multitudes of Byte Beat songs. I was totally shocked to see how many Byte Beat songs he has. And he has current songs too. He's got some old school ones and he's got some current ones. It's actually pretty decent. I like listening to his videos. I check him out. So if you guys haven't checked him out, I'll throw his link in the description of the stream tonight after we're done. And you guys can check him out. Oh, come on. I'm trying to get down to this cave. It's down here somewhere. Where is it? Holy cow. Oh, there we are. Uh-oh. At least we got our gloves now so we can pick those things up. Oh, come on. Just happens I had to hit it at the very end of that little cave. See? Even Artisan agrees you need gold to build Byte Beat devices too. Isn't that something? So, see, you need gold for a lot of stuff. Gold is very useful in this game. Here we go. Now we're in the cave so we can get these things. I'm glad you tuned in, Artisan. Thank you for showing up. I've been checking out all your videos as you pop them out just about every other day. They're pretty good. I like quite a few of your songs. I just want to know how you do it. That is so amazing. How you make all them songs. I'd like to make a couple of my own. There's got to be a skill or a talent. Are you using some kind of waveform or something to actually put it into a bite beat? Because they're awesome, especially if you can put a good tune inside your bass. Look at this. How many fingers did we pick up? That's quite a few. That was almost like double stack of things. Make them live on Twitch? I'll have to check that out. I don't watch Twitch very often. I didn't know you were on Twitch. I do know you're on YouTube. That's why I watch you on YouTube. I'm 90% of the time I'm on YouTube checking out stuff. All right, let's take a look around. There's a grub worm over there. We could go get that. But look, there's a grub worm right there. Let's go get that one. Gotta attack these grubs, boys and girls. That's why they're there. They want you to start killing these things everywhere you go. So let's make sure we're loaded up with bullets. Our paralysis mortar is loaded up. So let's shoot this bad boy. Pew. And now we wait for the brood mother to pop out. Once it pops out, we start shooting it. I do know that the little broods are the ones you want to get. Look at there, I froze it right as it come out of the ground. Now it's stuck in that position. See, this is a nice little bug. Look at there, all the armor is now blown off of it. Now it's super vulnerable. And now we just sit here and take care of it. How much uranium and gold did I get, Ognum? Hold on just a second. Let me see. Look at there. 4,000 gold, 8,000 uranium. Woo, that's a lot. That is a lot of gold and uranium. Incredible. Wow. Can we put that in a starship? No, we don't have a teleport receiver installed. That was pretty cool, huh? Look, and there's some big bugs over there. I wonder if killing them bugs gets you some of those things too. I wonder. Let's go over here and check it out. I want to see that. I haven't done this yet. Because I wonder if killing these bugs gets you that that thing. I don't know if it tells you that or not. But we did fire our rounds, our pre-packaged. Yeah, that's quite a bit. Fired our rounds, 1,800 rounds of ammunition. So we got a pre-packaged plasma launcher unit and Supreme Plasma Launcher upgrade. This thing right here, if you get a couple of S-class upgrades to go with the plasma launcher, yeah, that plasma launcher is seriously bad news for you. I almost killed myself a couple times with it. But let's take it and we'll install it. Shkaboink. Let's take the S-Class module and we'll install that too. Shkaboink. Don't forget, you got to charge it. Make sure they're next to each other so they get that highlighted adjacency bonus, which is like a 15% damage bonus. But we'll charge that up. Just be careful, boys and girls, when you pull out your weapon, right? And you see up there in the top right, it says plasma launcher and paralysis mortar. I keep it on paralysis mortar all the time. This way I know I'm not going to kill myself. You know what I'm saying? Because it's dangerous. Okay, let's go back into our expedition. We're in phase 2. We need to reach rendezvous 2. So we're going to get out of here. Since there's no dissonant system, or no dissonant planet in this system, boys and girls. Let's jump in, jump out, make that save. We'll take off out of here. It is 9:24 Central Standard Time. So what time zone are you guys in? You East Coast? You West Coast? Are you European time? Let's see. I want to hit somebody's base. Let's go check out a player's base. Let's see if we can find a nanite base, boys and girls. There's a liquidator farm. Everybody puts a save beacon up at their base. That's no good. You can't see what the base is. I know I seen a nanite base around here somewhere. Where did I see it? Eastern time? Yeah, I'm on Central time. Rooster Tail Outpost. Yeah. We don't want to go there. 2230. Yeah, so you're at 1030. Okay, I didn't find the nanite base. I know there's one here. I saw it before we landed. So let's go up into space, boys and girls. This is what we're gonna do. Whoops. Hi, Delta Creator. I didn't even see you sneak in. Oh my goodness, you're here. Thank you for showing up. How you doing tonight, Mama? Thank you for tuning into the stream. We'll head over to the space station real quick. I want to show you guys a little trick that I do. I don't know if you guys do it or not, but we'll see what happens. Let's recharge our pulse engine before we get over there.
Recharge.
Who's back? Delta Creator? Delta was here. He left. I think he's doing community night. I forgot it's community night on Fridays. At least I believe that's what he's doing, maybe. But I decided I was going to stream the expedition tonight. Racing Hermit, welcome to the stream. I didn't know you were here. Thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you guys are here. How's everybody enjoying their weekend so far? Are you learning anything about the expedition? I hope I'm teaching you guys some stuff about the expedition. I try to at least give some helpful tips and tricks. This here is episode 1 of our, yeah, pretty much phase 1. We completed this one. Let's turn that in so we get some standing with the Korvax. We haven't done any Sentinels yet, so we're still waiting on that. Oh, we picked up that one. I thought we were killing something. Okay. We still got one quest line left to do. Do we got anything we can sell? Yes, we do. We can sell the Mordite and the Juicy Thorax, huh? You were watching Community Night? See, I knew that. I completely forgot about it until after I started streaming. Then I was like, oh no. That's all right, though. I'm just trying to get some of the expedition out there so everybody else can see what's going on. I know I'm not like everybody else where I just blaze right through it. I kind of take my time. I try to show everybody what I can. Like I showed everybody on the starter planet in the beginning of the expedition is where you find your 12.0 apex predator, if you didn't know that. It's a big fish in the ocean on your starter planet. Just so you guys know that. All right, we got that done. What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to come here. We're going to use the station terminus. I like to come in here, and this is where I look to see everybody's space, base in the solar system. This way you can check it out. Sometimes they upload them, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they'll tell you if there's like, see this is a sunken freighter base. Sometimes they'll tell you if there's nanites or something there, and that's what I kind of look for. I kind of look for nanite bases or a runaway mold farm. This way maybe we can go in there and pick up a few nanites. Apex predator and blood in the water. See, this is on the first planet, boys and girls. That's where that is. Look at, there's an O2 carbon colony, oxygen and carbon. I don't know where they're getting the carbon from. There's a starter planet with 57,000 copper and plants in it. There's a sentinel pillar in Rendezvous 1. Nice. So see, boys and girls, this is what I do. I come in here and I check all this stuff out. See if there's any kind of like nanites, that kind of thing. If you guys want to do some exploring, if you're just in a hurry to get through it, then do that. I mean, this thing here is basically designed so you can do it at your own speed. There is no race. You don't have to get it done right away. You got 6 weeks to complete it. Take a little bit of time. Do a little bit of exploring. Wow. There's a lot of bases here. See, and by the time this thing is over, there's going to be so many bases. On that first planet, there won't be any room. That's why they're not loading in. Isn't that something? Check that out, boys and girls. And now these are all loaded up. These are all bases in this system. Sorry, I was brain farting there for a second. No, you're not going to do the expedition, Delta Creator? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I think you'd enjoy it. Delta's already talking he's going to buy you an Xbox. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, that's really lucky if he buys you an Xbox. He said you can start streaming on your Xbox. I think that would be really cool. Let's see, is there anything in here worth grabbing? I seen, where was it? Right back here. There's a sentinel pillar, boys and girls, and I don't know what system that's in. Let's see. That could be, it is in this system, so let's go there. I'm gonna go to the sentinel pillar, boys and girls, and we're gonna see what they got. See what kind of multi-tool we can get for free. Dreadnought, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you tuned in. Thank you for being here. I'm glad to see you. This is amazing how many people are popping into the stream. Thank you. If you guys are new here, don't forget to hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, don't forget to subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you get notified every time I put out a new video or I go live. Turn on that notification bell. I decided to do a little bit of... Ooh, look at... What was that? I thought I could use somebody's refiner there for a second. I thought I would get on the expedition so everybody could see what I'm doing instead of doing a recorded video. I probably will start doing recorded videos on how to do the expedition just as a library series that I'll do a little walkthrough. I don't do tutorials. I just do walkthroughs and I give everybody the tips and the tricks to help get through the series. Where is that terminal? Thought this was a sentinel pillar. Where is it at? There it is. My ship is parked on top of it. Go figure, right? Okay, let's check this out. Let's extract the weapon technology. Look, there's a B-class sentinel tool or a multi-tool for us if we want to collect it. I'm going to take it just because it's free and it's a B-class. I can always go to the space anomaly and scrap it out and make a little bit of money off of it. It's worth 133,000 units. Otherwise, we can repair it with the materials and the stuff that we're picking up along the way to maybe make it our multi-tool. Who knows? So we'll take that one for free. Once you take that multi-tool, check this out. Shut the sentinel forces down on the planet, and that takes care of them if you want to search the planet on your own. See, we're not quite ready to attack sentinels, so I don't attack them right away. As soon as we get a couple more the pulse spitter, then I'll start attacking the sentinels so we can take care of them. But the best thing is to do, come on, shoot these little pillars down. These get you sentinel glass. There we go. Got one more. There's 3 of them at every location. Look, they've even got mods here. Cool. There it is. Perfect. I don't even know what planet we're on, but I think we're in the same system. Let's go over here. We'll hit the save beacon. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just doing a walkthrough with the expedition. I thought it would be best, you know, so everybody can see how I play. I know everybody's got their own style of playing. I mean, I've already shown that you can get halfway through the expedition before you even leave the starter system. That's what I've done. Let's take a look around. We can scan some creatures, make a little bit of money while we're here. Yeah, I mean, we killed the, oh, are we on a Sentinel planet? We are on a Sentinel planet, boys and girls. Look at what we did. We went to that pillar. We shut down all the Sentinels on this planet, right? Now we can run around picking up Gravitino balls everywhere, and we don't even get bothered. Oh man, this is so awesome. This is big money, boys and girls. This is a couple $1,000,000. Watch this. Woo. Look at there. All the Gravitino balls you want now. Since we went to that pillar and we deactivated all the forces, now we can pick up all the Sentinel or the Gravitino balls we want, and that will help us make money. So if you guys don't know how to do that and you want to get a bunch of money, this is a quick way to do it. Now we'll go back to the space station. What's that? I don't see that. What is that? Don't start together? Don't stand together? This is a big patch of sodium. I got to pick this up, boys and girls. This is a lot of sodium. So I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. I know I am. I'm enjoying myself. I mean, this is the second stream I've done this week. Normally, I just stream on Tuesday evenings at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you guys are more than welcome to come and join us there. I usually put out one live stream a week, and I put out a recorded video, usually on Fridays or Saturdays. This weekend, I decided to do a live stream on the expedition so you guys could don't starve together. What you mean by that? Don't starve together. What, somebody hungry? Look at there. We're gonna make enough money. We could probably buy ourselves a ship. I'm hoping. What system are we in? Let's take a look at our discoveries, boys and girls. Are we in the second system? Is that where we're at? Yes, we are. I didn't even realize that. It's a game. What kind of game? Is it a strategy game or something? Incandescent. I was hoping for a Sentinel planet, but I don't see no Sentinel planets in the system. Because we want Gravitino balls. That's what we want. Lots of Gravitino balls. Gotta make some money. Because a couple stacks of these Gravitino balls, and we could have like 4 or 5 million units. There's some more over here. I like it when you get close to Gravitino balls, you can pick them up. Perfect. They start glowing so you can see where they're at. I see some creatures in a cave down below us. There, I missed a couple. There we go. Did I get all the oxygen off that? There we go. Perfect. It's a survival game. What's it on? Is it on Steam or is it on something else? Whoops. Gotta heal ourselves there. Is it on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, or PC? Uh-oh. That's not good. Our inventory's full, boys and girls. Okay. I guess we have to go back to our starship. Look at there. A stack of Gravitino balls is 400,000 units, boys and girls. That's pretty good. So 4 times 4 is what? 1.6 million bucks? I'll have to check it out. I do have Steam. Me, I play on Microsoft Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. That's the platform I play on. I play on PC and Xbox. So, because most of my games are transferable from Xbox to PC, that's what I play on. Because when I'm not playing on the PC, I'm at home on my Xbox. I got the Series X, so fight, farm, build, and explore together in the standalone multiplayer expansion to the uncompromising wilderness survival game, Don't Starve. Ooh, that sounds pretty cool. Is that kind of like Near Dark or The Long Dark or something like that? Is that kind of what it's like, or is it like a DayZ kind of thing? Man, I hate these dirt striders or sand sharks, whatever you want to call them. They're so hard to scan. It's 3 of 7. Look, there's a whole bunch of them too. There we go. That's 4. 4 of 7. Man. Old. Being a grandpa's not old. I know teenagers that are grandpas. Are we talking like before the internet grandpa, or are we just talking like back in the day cafe like 3 years ago? I'm a grandpa too. Cool. We got ourselves a sentinel weapon shard. We need that. So we'll throw that up in there. Perfect. What is that? That's fire rate and damage. Nice. That'll help us out. Let's go back into our exosuit. Got ourselves an exosuit sentinel upgrade as well. What is that? That's solar panel power, life support tanks. Let's see. Put that over here. No. That doesn't help. We need more of those. So let's put the uranium in the starship, the gold in the starship, the backpack expansions in there. We're going to keep these for Sentinel Distress Beacon so we can find crash ships. We'll take that, throw that in our starship, and that in our starship. Perfect. So that gives us a little bit of room. We got a bunch of stuff we need to sell, and we made a little bit of room so we could go pick up some more Gravitino balls, boys, girls. I'm going to spend a couple more minutes picking up some Gravitino balls. I know this is kind of boring. We're just kind of hanging out here, doing a little bit of foraging. I'm making money on this planet. That's what I'm trying to do. So maybe we could buy ourselves a new ship, or we could buy ourselves a new multi-tool. That would even be cool too. Where are the Gravitino balls? That's it? Just one? How disappointing. That's so sad. Let's jump over here. Of course, we've got to have storms raging all the time too. Microsoft DOS? What? You can't use that word. These kids don't understand what that binary language is. DOS. You're gonna confuse them. Right? The original Apple. That's where I learned how to start computer gaming. I mean, everybody asks, what was your first console? I say Apple. And actually, it was Atari. Atari was my first gaming console, but the PC was actually the first place I started playing games. And that was back in the day. That was back before we had cell phones. People don't understand there was a life before cell phones. Man, this storm is raging. Look at there. Walked through a storm for 1,400 units. We did pretty good there, boys and girls. We completed another step in the quest line, or the phase. I don't know if that was actually the second phase, but we did it. Cool, we're picking up a bunch of Gravitino balls. We're making some money. I'm trying to get us up a bunch of them. Once we get up just enough to fill up our inventory, then we're going to get off this planet and we're going to go up to the space station and sell them. And then we're going to head to the next solar system, boys and girls. This way we got enough for traveling money. If you guys are having a hard time finding out how to make money, like I said, go to the space station. Look at all the other players' bases in the area. One of them's got to have something. I usually go check out people's bases and then I'll use their teleporter to get back. And like I said earlier, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but in your options in the network settings, I want you guys to check this out. Everybody talks about allow PvP with no one, but nobody ever comes down here to the bottom and says, can access the refiner. So if I go to your base and you have a runaway mold farm, if you don't allow anyone to use your refiner, then I can't refine the nanites or anything there, like your nutrient processor, your antimatter reactor, any of that stuff. I can't use that. So you guys, please turn this on to anyone, or at least do it for your group and friends like that. That way people can use your refiners, but I turn it on to anyone. So if you stop at my base and you want to refine, I don't know, my star bulbs or my star bramble, or if you want to do one of my runaway mold farms, I usually have 2-3 runaway mold farms anytime I ever play on my main save. I've got 2 or 3 of them. I've got so many nanites, I don't even collect the runaway mold anymore. It's not like if somebody comes to your runaway mold farm and takes it, that you won't be able to get it. All you got to do is leave, go 1,000 units away and come back and it's there again. So don't think anybody will take all your stuff and you don't get it. Just like when they come in and they take, like you got a copper mine and you got your storage tanks full and somebody comes in and takes all the copper and they take off and you show up 2 minutes later, it's not going to be gone. It'll be there for you. They're not taking your materials. They're taking, imaginary materials. They're getting their own materials. So don't ever think that your base refiner and that kind of stuff, they did that, 2-3 updates ago, they turned this off. So nobody's allowed to use your refiners. And they did that for the expeditions. And I wish more people would get the word out to everybody that they need to turn those back on, because that's really hard. You know, you walk into somebody's base and you're like, oh man, I can't use their refiner. Why not? I don't understand why I can't. Well, that's why. It's because of that button. You got to turn that button on so everybody else can use the refiner too. I know it's not a big deal. Some people don't care. I do. I care because I want to help out other players. There's new players that come and check out my base. I want them to be able to use my refiner. I want them to get nanites from me. You know, that kind of stuff. That's why I do that. This way, this is what makes the No Man's Sky community so great. Muds. You're talking old school there. That's like long time ago. Look at all these grubs everywhere, boys and girls. These grubs you could be killing too. This is ridiculous. I'm almost full on Gravitino balls here. And as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to head up to the space station. Perfect. Where's some more? I know there's some more. Matter of fact, where's our starship? We need to head back to that. So let's start heading this way. I know we're getting pretty far away from our starship. Look, there's a grub. We could pick these things up now and put them in our inventory, and we could summon up, since we got the hazmat gauntlets, we can summon up grubs anywhere we drop them, or summon up brood mothers anywhere we drop them on the ground kind of thing. So that's a nice little feature that we can put them in our inventory. So collect a bunch of them, collect 10, 20 of them, whatever you're going to do. Collect them all and take them with you and summon them all up in one spot. You could be on a paradise planet, not have to worry about the weather. Okay, 114, 73. Let's jump down here. Pick up these last remaining Gravitino balls, and we should have about 3 million bucks in our inventory, I do believe. Dial-up 56K? Is that what you're talking about? Is that memory or actual dial-up speed? I have no idea what you're talking about. All I remember is they used to give you this 3-inch square piece of plastic, and they told you that this holds all your memory on it. And you had to stick it in the little slit on the front of your computer, and then it would make this horrendous noise to go AOL. Just think, up until about 2 years ago, I got rid of my Yahoo Mail account. That was the first email account that I ever owned. The email account I have now is through Microsoft Live, and I've had that for over 25 years. Well, their teleporter don't work. It's out of power for some reason. They didn't want to put a battery on it or whatever. I don't know what the deal is. So we're going to have to jump in our starship, and we're going to fly up to the space station, boys, girls. Jump in, jump out, make our little save. We're going to take off, and we're going to head up to the space station, and we're going to sell these Gravitino balls. There we go. Where's that little beacon at? Because we killed all them sentinels. There we go. Perfect. So we got a cargo hold full of Gravitino balls and a couple of other little extra things that we picked up on that planet. And look, man, we even picked up a grub worm. I know, right? So when you start talking about Gordon Lightfoot, people look at you like, who's that? Yeah, we know how old you are. It was before the internet and before cell phones. Right? That was back in the day. Don't forget about MySpace. MySpace was the Facebook of today. Where you could design your own little email account, web page, and the whole 9 yards. Now everybody hears MySpace and they think antivirus or something. Gotta have an antivirus to look at that page. What are they using now? What is that, Kick or something? Yeah. Back in the day cafe with all those computers and stuff. Kids will never understand the struggles we had with the things we had to do. We would go rent houses and fill them with modems to allow access. Now I can do all those connections from my PC, right? You could do all that stuff from 2 states away. There we go. We're getting a little bit of standing with the Corvax there, so that'll help us get discounts with our technology when we buy upgrade modules and things like that. But we are here to sell Gravitino balls, boys, girls, in our exosuit. Look at that. We got 3 million units just in our exosuit. We got 75 Gravitino balls, boys and girls. That's 3 million units. That's a good price. Yeah, Radio Shack went bankrupt. They went bankrupt about 3 years ago, I believe. 3 or 5 years ago. Yeah, there was a Radio Shack in our town and they closed up shop. Now if you see a Radio Shack open, it's a personal franchise. Look at there. There's 40 Gravitino balls for 1.5 million units. Look at there. We are up over 7 million units. 8 million units, boys and girls. We have enough money in our inventory now. We could buy a different ship if we so choose. All right. Now we got that done. Our inventory's cleared out just a little bit. We still got a few things left in our inventory. No big deal. We'll take this, move this down here. So we'll move a few things around so we got a little bit of room. There we go. All the important stuff down here. Should get rid of that hard frame engine. We'll just destroy that. We'll get rid of that. Perfect. Chromatic metal. Are we out? No, we're not. Okay. Gotta throw that into our exosuit. There, we got one multi-tool expansion slot. I'm going to save that for later. We're doing pretty good, boys and girls. We've gotten quite a ways tonight. Ooh, what's that? That's a C-class fighter, 25 and 16. What do we have? 25 and 13. That's got a couple more cargo slots. We could trade out that cargo hauler for this bad boy. Let's see what he's got for availability in here. This is a pretty cheap fighter. Let's see what he's got. We got one supercharged slot. It's actually enough play field here for us to do that. Let's see what it's worth. If we exchange, it's 1.7 million units. If we exchange our cargo hauler for this one, this might actually be worth it, boys and girls. But we have to pull all the technology that we have, the 2 upgrades right here, that we have out of this and put it into ours. So, and this one's got a supercharged slot. We don't have one of those in ours. So give me a second here. I'm going to switch ships, boys and girls. This is how we're going to do it. This will help us out in the long run. So we're going to take this out. We're going to put that in our inventory. Take the missiles out. Put that in our inventory. And we can't take out these 5 basic technologies. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk to this guy. We're going to get him to stand here for just a minute. Because if you talk to him, it gives you about 3 seconds to go around and look at the other ships in the area. Now we'll come back and talk to him again, because I want to make sure we weren't missing a better ship. This is a C-class fighter. Whoops, I heard one more ship come in. Got to take a look. Oh, of course, they're all shuttles. Okay, we're going to buy this ship, boys and girls. E-commerce, yeah, see. Because they can't get anybody to go into a store anymore, and then they got to keep them stocked. Yeah. We're going to make an offer on the Lifeform ship. Negotiate a price. So what we're going to do is we're going to start chucking all our inventory over into that ship. And we're going to buy the fighter and get rid of this cargo hauler. Because the cargo hauler just isn't doing us any justice, boys and girls. There we go. And we got a 3 million trade-in value, and we've got 8 million units. So this is actually a pretty decent trade, and we get a little bit more technology. So that's perfect. There we go, boys and girls. We got ourselves a new ship. Oh, look at there. Watch that be an A class or a B class. Yes, it is. It's an A class. Oh, that hurts my feelings. All right, let's jump in. We got ourselves a new ship. Let's install our technology. Kaboink. We're going to take the pulse engine and put it in the supercharged slot because I want it to go fast. You know what I'm saying? If we can't have it go fast, then we don't want it. There we go. We'll put the shields there. We got our photon cannons. You can have stronger weapons if you want. I choose not to. It's not that big of a deal. Once we get a better ship like a Sentinel Interceptor, then we will start looking at putting the photon cannons into a weapon slot, because Sentinel Interceptors are overpowered by far if you're using them correctly. But look at that. Our warp engine is empty, so we need to make a couple of antimatter. We'll make 5 of those. We'll make antimatter housings. We'll make 5 of those. And then we make 5 warp fuels. Perfect. So that gives us enough warp fuel to carry on from this system. So let's jump out. What time is it? It's going on 10 o'clock my time, boys and girls. I've been streaming for almost 4 hours now. I'm a little bit tired. I'm a little bit burned out. We got quite a ways in the expedition. Let's see. We got something completed in phase 4. What did we get here? Current objective was to navigate during storms for 1,400 units. We got powerful life support upgrades and supreme movement system upgrade. We'll collect that reward. We'll get that out of the way. There we go. Life support, couple A classes, and an S class movement module. But we'll go back in here. We completed phase 1. We got everything completed in phase 1, and we collected our reward for that. We went to phase 2. We got to reach phase 2's drop zone, which we haven't done yet. We've completed a couple steps there. We've almost completed phase 3. We got the apex predator on our first planet. We killed the 13, we stole the 13 whispering eggs on the first planet. We harvested 900 resources on the first planet. We eliminated all the hazardous flora on the first planet before we even left the first system. Phase 4, we got a couple things done there. We even got to battle 3 deep sea monsters, the blood and the water quest line. That was all done on the first planet in the water. And phase 5, we haven't touched anything in there yet. We will get to it. But in the next episode, the next live stream, which will be in the next day or so you guys stay tuned. If you're not subscribed to the channel, don't forget to turn on your notification bell. Subscribe if you're new here, if you want to see more content like this. I don't know if you guys are enjoying it or not, if it's not your speed, but I'm doing a walkthrough of the Expedition playthrough series. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're here. We will be getting a lot of this taken care of. Phase 2 in the next episode, which will be, like I said, in the next day or two. I'll probably stream again this weekend. What's today? Today is Friday. So probably Sunday evening, I will be doing a second episode, which will be like phase 2 and probably part of phase 3, because we're going to get through the next 2 or 3 phases pretty quickly because they're all pretty much wrapped up as it is. Once we get our Minotaur, which is, what is that? Where do we get our Minotaur? The multi-tool, the Forbidden Exosuit module, force field. I believe it's in phase 3. I believe we get the Minotaur combat deployment set. So once we get to phase 3, or the drop zone 3, we'll pick up our Minotaur, our mech suit, and then everything will take off from there, and it'll go pretty quick. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. I thank you very much. And until then, you guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll drop everybody's link to their channels in the description of the video after the stream tonight, and you guys can go check out their channels as well. I appreciate all of you for tuning in, but until then, stay safe, stay sexy, and peace out.